Welcome everyone to episode 33 of the Looks Like a Movie podcast. My name is Kevin. I'm here with Doug, and Owen is back this week. And today we're going to be talking about our favorite, I guess, young actors, or specifically separating actors into a couple different age groups: 25 and under, 35 and under, and 45 and under. As
Yeah.
always, share the episode, like, comment, subscribe. If you're on YouTube, follow our Twitter, rate us on Spotify, and our usual strike related reminder to use the links in the description to support the strike and donate if you can. We'll talk more about the strike at the end of the episode, probably. And final reminder to join the Discord and come hang out and talk movies and all that good stuff and tell
All
us if our
three of
lists
us
suck.
are in the Discord, and
Yeah,
we're all three of us are active.
yeah, we will message you back in there. Okay,
Uh,
for the actor list, I'll give a little bit of background as to
yeah,
what
well, I
we're
was
doing. So,
because we were like, how do we do like an episode during the strike where the actors are striking?
right,
It's kind
right.
of like limits what we can talk about a little bit, and we were like, why don't
Yeah.
we just cut
Talk
out
about our favorite
the
actors.
middleman
Yeah.
entirely? Like,
So the way it's going to work is these are all individual lists. We're not doing a draft. There is allowed to be some overlap between our lists. We're doing just our personal list of favorite actors, and we're doing top 5
hey,
for.
hey,
Oh, okay.
hey. Can you hear that? That's crazy.
Yeah, of course. That was loud as hell.
I turned my shit all the way down.
And
I turned
I'm
my
leaving
shit
it in the
all
episode
way
too.
down, bro.
He just screamed into the mic and he was like, "Can you hear that?"
No, can you really hear that?
Yeah, like very
Bro,
loud.
my shit was all the way down.
Bro, even you turn that shit up.
That's crazy. Okay.
Yeah.
My bad.
No,
I had to yell at my cat, bro.
that's okay, but we definitely heard it. And I'm not editing that out.
Was
People
it
can-
actually really loud?
It was very loud. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, are you on the
Someone
wrk
break
mic?
in?
Are you still on your laptop mic and not
Um,
your regular mic? Maybe that's what it was.
Oh my god.
Look at that, solving problems
There we go.
mid-recording.
Hello, can you hear me now?
Yeah, totally
Yeah.
different.
Wait,
voice
try to
sound.
yell at your cat again.
Don't try to yell at your cat. Don't try to yell at your cat.
Hey, this is what I
Okay,
was
it was
doing.
quieter
Yeah.
that time.
It's quieter, we can still hear it.
That's
There's
crazy.
always a mute button
just
as
mute
well.
your
But,
microphone.
I forgot there's a mute button.
Okay.
My
Anyway,
bad. That's embarrassing. I was on the wrong fucking microphone. Do I sound better now at least? That's crazy.
yeah. Okay.
That's
So-
fucked up. Oh my god.
to regroup really quickly before we go off the rails. So like I said, we're doing personal lists, top 5, and we're doing 3 separate categories. So we're going to be talking about actors 25 and under, then we're going to be talking about actors between 26 and 35, and then actors between 36 and 45. And we'll probably do, I don't know how many you guys have, but we'll cover some honorable mentions because top 5 is pretty short list. And yeah, that's it. We're going to start with the youngest group, which is actors 25 and under, and we're going to go one at a time from last to first. Who wants to go first for this one? Who wants to give their number 5 pick first? Do I just go? Or
I'm so curious. Yeah, you go, Kevin.
you're curious about mine?
Yeah.
Okay, my number 5 pick is maybe the only one that you guys probably thought about for your list. Actually, well, there's one more that Doug thought about, but my number 5 was my hardest choice because I was between 2 people, and I landed on Alex Wolff for my number 5 pick.
Wow.
Um,
One over my head. I didn't even consider him.
exactly 25 years old.
Holy shit.
To just give a little bit of insight, obviously Hereditary is probably the most famous performance. He's also an old. He starred alongside Nicolas Cage in Pig, and he was most recently in Oppenheimer. Really small role, but he's
Yeah,
been
I also had Alex Wolff.
Oh, did you?
I
Okay.
Number
Yeah,
5?
no, I was really not at 5. I didn't really rank them. I just had 5.
Okay.
people, but-
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I was like, because I was looking around, and I was really excited because he was exactly, because like the younger people were harder for me, and he was exactly 25, so he slid right in there. I think he's
Right.
really great. I don't like Hereditary, but I really like him in that movie. He's great in Old. He's great in Pig. I think he looks really silly in Oppenheimer, and he's like fine in that little role.
Yeah.
But yeah, Alex Wolff's awesome.
So my thing was with Oppenheimer specifically, even though he's in a really small role, I was thinking, and I probably should have mentioned this before we started, but like for 25 and under, obviously like a lot of these people that we're
Yeah.
picking have not been in a lot of stuff. So a lot
He's
of my
been in
thought
a lot
process.
though.
Yeah, he's been in a lot,
He
but
was
my
in the
thought
Naked
process.
Brothers
in-
band.
Yeah, my thought process in general was like, where are they going with their career, kind of? And I think with
Yeah.
Alex Wolff, I was just kind of thinking like, obviously he does the one very good job at being like a traumatized child between like Old and Hereditary and stuff. But I feel like Oppenheimer is kind of proof that he is looking to do other stuff as well, even though it's
Oh,
like
yeah.
a
I think he has plenty of career
Yeah.
left.
I like Alex Wolff.
My
That's my
number
number
five pick looks fucking idiotic after Alex Wolff because I just totally didn't even consider him. He went so like over like under my radar, which is gonna sound crazy when I tell you who my number 5 is.
Oh god.
Rohan Campbell,
Okay.
who plays the lead in Halloween Ends.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the only movie I've seen him in. I think he's very good in it. He's exactly 25. And I forgot the character's name in Halloween Ends, but he plays like the copycat killer, you know.
Right.
I think that's a very good performance. I didn't realize he was so young. I think that's awesome. I do feel like he's gonna end up that movie's gonna end up killing his career probably.
Sure. Yeah. I actually remember when I was looking through every possible actor I could find, I looked at that movie, but I looked at the main like the daughter, and I didn't think about him because I was just looking at cast lists. She is not under 25, but that's a good pick though.
No, he's 25. I like him a lot. I would like to see him. I think he would fit really well in like an M. Night movie. Maybe if he was in
Right.
Trap, that would be neat. But I think he's a good
Trap,
actor.
Trap,
I think
Trap.
that he really taps into something kind of not like otherworldly, but like something like pretty actually impressive in Halloween Ends. But I feel like everybody probably hates him because of that movie. But yeah, that's Rohan Campbell.
Yeah.
That's my
Okay.
first
So
pick.
we'll jump to my number 4, I guess, since Alex Wolff was also on Owen's list. We could just go back around and get another Owen pick after. So my number 4 is one of the people that I think there might be some overlap for, and Doug, you can confirm yes or no. My number 4 is Bella Ramsey.
Oh yes, Bella Ramsey's number 3 in my list.
Okay. Cool. You could talk about Bella Ramsey first if you want.
Yeah, they rule. Bella Ramsey rules.
Yeah.
They're crazy. They're crazy young. They're younger than all 3 of us.
Yeah,
They're
19, I believe. Yeah.
they're 19. Bella Ramsey, I'm not even joking, kind of like huge fashion inspiration for me. Every time they pull a fit, I'm like, God damn. Like
For those listening who are similar to Owen and don't watch television, Bella Ramsey is in both Game of Thrones and The Last of Us.
yeah, she's Ellie in The Last of Us. I don't know what character she's in Game of Thrones. Like
Well, she's a pretty minor character in Game of Thrones, or they're a pretty minor character in Game of Thrones. Like kind of in the later seasons. They're really good in Game of Thrones. It's a small role, but they
and they're
like every time.
are they like 12 years old in that show?
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
really young in that show. And kind of like a huge scene stealer. There's like some moments specifically in one, like I'm really bad with episode names. I know like people like talk about the best Game of Thrones episodes. I don't know the episode names. There's like one big battle where they have like just one of the coolest moments in the whole show. And then of course The Last of Us is kind of their like huge break in the sense that it's a gigantic show and they're one
hugely
of the
popular
2
show
leads.
that they're like the lead of.
Yeah. Really good.
Bella Ramsey's really good. They're in a movie called
Couple of movies, I think.
Yeah,
The
they're in a
Lena Dunham movie.
Yeah, that Lena Dunham movie that I think Russell Brand is also in, which is I haven't seen that yet, but it's on my watch list. It's probably decent. And I'll watch it for Bella Ramsey. But they're really interesting. They're definitely gonna have a bigger career. They might win an Emmy this year, straight up for The Last of Us.
For The Last of Us, yeah. It's
but
very possible.
Big, really big fan of Bella Ramsey, even if you don't like Game of Thrones or The Last of Us. I think that
it's very
they're
clear
worth-
that Bella Ramsey has like a long future ahead. Okay, we could jump to Owen because Bella Ramsey was on your list.
Yeah.
So
We're
Another
going
Owen.
old part 2. We
Okay.
got Thomasin McKenzie.
Okay.
I love
I figured
Thomasin
this would be on your
McKenzie.
list.
I saw her first in Jojo Rabbit, a movie that I don't like at all, but I thought she was really great in that movie. She's also in Last Night in Soho, another not great
Another bad
movie.
movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like,
But not a bad
Uh,
performance.
The performances
but
in
she's
that movie are
good in
actually
it. That's
good.
so
Yeah.
that's the thing is she's in a lot of like not so great movies, but she's really good in them.
Yeah.
And then she's in Old, which is like a really good movie. I haven't seen The Power of the Dog. I feel like she's not in it that much.
Yeah, she's not in it very. She's
yeah.
like the eighth,
yeah.
ninth lead. Yeah.
So she's
Yeah.
not in like a lot, but she's also like 23 and has been in like an Edgar Wright movie, a Jane Campion movie, an M Night movie.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
so,
true.
like,
She's worked with like
A number of good
3
directors.
auteurs already.
Yeah,
Wait, if you
so-
count Taika, it's like 4 auteurs already.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you count Taika is a funny way to put it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. She was also in that King movie with Timothy Chalamet. Like she has she's had,
Another
like,
bad movie.
yeah, it's like she
Right.
has a weird filmography that's not great, but she's really great in those movies, and I'm excited for the rest of. Like she's only 23 again. This is our younger
Yeah.
side.
Yeah,
So
she can go anywhere. And Last Night in Soho was like a pretty big deal, I think. For
I hear a
somebody-
lot of
yeah.
people talk about that movie.
Yeah,
And it's and not just in the sense that I hear a lot about it through like people we know, like the three of us, but like
Yeah.
people in my like regular life.
Yeah,
who are
It
not
has like
movie
no,
cultural
people talk
power.
about
It's
It
like
has-
Edgar,
it's a
Edgar Wright
weird-
is like
Edgar Wright's
loved.
big.
Yeah.
I like with Last Night in Soho. I'd love for her to do like more horror stuff. I think that would be really fun.
Like an actual
Yeah.
horror movie.
Yeah. I think it would be really cool. I don't know like who necessarily I would like her to work with, but I think
Yeah.
she's really great.
Come back for Trap. Work with M Night again.
yeah,
Like,
yeah. Why not?
No,
yeah.
Thomas and Mackenzie. I think they were like right on my like honorable mentions for this. They
Yeah,
didn't quite make it.
yeah, they were on my long list. But or she was on my long list, but yeah, I cut that down because I needed to pick 5 people. I had a lot of trouble with this. Anyway, I guess we'll go to my number 3 then, since we've all
Yeah.
done 2 people now. Okay. My number 3 is probably the single most popular actress under 25 years old, Jenna Ortega, a famous
Oh,
Owen lookalike.
Yeah, I have
Um,
them on mine as well.
Well, who do you
Yeah.
think is more famous, Jenna Ortega or Millie Bobby Brown?
At this point, I think it'd be Jenna Ortega. I do think there's probably a pretty even split, I would say, between not super even. I think Stranger Things is a little more popular than Wednesday.
Yeah,
But Jenna
Stranger Things has
Ortega's
been
Jenna
around for, like,
Ortega's
8 years.
Wednesday too.
Jenna
And
Ortega's
Scream.
career outside
Oh,
of
I forgot.
Wednesday
She's in Scream. Yeah.
is that's what I was gonna say. Scream.
Yeah, if
Uh,
it was
plus
just
she's in-
Wednesday, and
Yeah, because Jenna Ortega's in
Stranger
Scream
Things, it
and
wouldn't
You,
be.
and Millie Bobby Brown is just
And
Stranger
X.
Things. And
Yeah, and she's in
X.
X, and of course, like probably my favorite Jenna Ortega performance is The Fallout.
Fallout, yeah.
Um,
And she was
yeah.
in Iron Man 3
She is an Iron
as
Man.
the president's daughter. So
right.
like,
But
Millie
that's it.
Bobby Brown really can't top that.
Yeah, I mean, wait, listen.
Well, Millie Bobby Brown's in like the Godzilla movie, right? Like she's
And no
done
one
the
watched
first
that
one.
shit,
outside.
man.
The Gareth Edwards Godzilla movie.
Oh,
No,
and
no,
she's
no,
a lead in Enola
Holmes.
Holmes, which is a pretty big Netflix thing. Yeah,
It's not as big as Scream, but
sure,
yeah.
but it's tough
Yeah.
to compare them. It's a pretty
She's
close
also
comparison.
better actor.
Yes, that's where I was gonna go.
Yeah.
I really like Jenna Ortega. I'm the only person here that watches Wednesday. I'm not like, I don't think that Wednesday is like a performance that blows me away, but she is like the best part of it. She is like kind of the reason why it's a show that is like,
well, and now
that's,
she's a
like,
producer
worth
for the
to
next
watch.
season.
Yeah, and she's great in The Fallout. Like The Fallout was enough for me to be like, okay, there's few people that are this old. She's like what, 22 or whatever,
20.
maybe younger,
She's
20.
20.
Yeah. Yeah. There's probably nobody that's 20 years old that could give as good of a performance as she did in
Yeah.
The Fallout. So, so she's my number 3. We could go over to Doug for your number 3, or actually Bella Ramsey was your number 3. I guess your number
Yeah.
4.
My number 4 ranked actor under 25 years old or under is Jake Ryan.
Oh,
From
okay.
This guy.
yeah, Jake Ryan of
Is
Wes
that a- is-
Anderson. Wes Anderson
yeah,
fame.
yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I
Actually,
was
pretty-
confident. I was confident that was a backup quarterback in the NFL.
No. Jake Ryan, he's he's a kid in Moonrise Kingdom. He's
Right,
he's the son.
right.
He's the main son of Jason Schwartzman in Asteroid City. He's a voice actor in
Wow.
Isles of Dogs. He's a small role in Uncut Gems.
How
Yeah.
old is
Um,
he?
he's
He actually could have made my honorable mention list. I did not think about that.
yeah,
That's a
he's
good pick.
really good. He's super young. He fucking awesome performance in Asteroid City. He's not gonna
Yeah,
be the
he's
last
really
He's in
Asteroid
good.
eighth
City
grade
actor.
as well.
Like
He's in
he's-
eighth
yeah,
Eighth
grade.
grade too.
Oh,
Yeah.
no,
No,
he's in-
like the movie, not like he's in eighth grade.
What the fuck?
no, yeah, he has a really awesome
He's
performance. in
working with
Asteroid
Wes
City.
Anderson since he was like 4.
Yeah, literally. He's I mean, he's in 3. It's his third Wes Anderson movie. He's probably gonna be in
Yeah.
another one. He's
And
very
the fact that Wes
awesome.
Anderson keeps bringing him back for multiple movies is definitely a good sign as to like career
Mm-hmm.
trajectory. Like it's like like Wes Anderson frequently wants to
I didn't-
collaborate with a child actor
that are good.
He was
Yeah.
9 in
It-
Moonrise Kingdom.
yeah, that's crazy. That's
it's
crazy.
a high mark. Yeah, damn. I wish I just like missed that. He would have been on my list. Not my top 5, but he definitely would have been on my list.
You remember on your
Um,
long list?
Yeah, you're
Oh,
Oh
like,
no, I mean like my short list, like my honorable like a real
Oh.
honorable mention.
yeah, he, just from Asteroid City alone. He's good in other stuff, obviously, but like from Asteroid City alone, which is like like borderline like a leading role. He's in a lot of that movie. That's just a great performance. That's like
Yeah, and he's also, I mean, I don't remember him in this movie, and I imagine it's a pretty small role, but he's also in Inside Llewyn Davis. So it's not even like he's just working with Wes Anderson. He's working with like a number of good directors, and obviously the Safdie brothers for Uncut Gems too. Like it's like
He
he's
likes
like a
brothers.
yeah, well, yeah, but he's like he's a child actor that is like frequently being pursued by very good directors.
yeah, but
Yeah.
like actually
Um,
like really notable
yeah.
filmmakers. Yeah.
All right, Owen, what's your next pick?
Well, I was Jenna Ortega as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Every time they always have this Wednesday shirt at the store that I go to, and every time I see it, I'm like, I should just get it for the bit, but I never end
Right.
up doing it. But no, yeah, she's
it's a funny
great.
bit. It's a funny
But
bit.
yeah, that was also my next.
Okay, so I guess we're up to my number 2 now,
Yeah.
who is actually the best child actor in old, even though I don't think she would have ended up on your lists, and that is Eliza
Oh.
Scanlon. She
We have like the full
is
old cast.
yeah, Eliza
No,
Scanlon
which is crazy. That
is-
cast is insane.
Yeah.
You could have
I
everyone. Like
think-
if we go later, we could have everyone in that fucking cast.
I think Eliza Scanlon is like so clearly a star in the making. And if my number 1 wasn't who my number 1 is, Eliza Scanlon would be such an easy number 1 because I think she is like phenomenal. Like she blows me away. She's only like, I think same age as Jenna Ortega. I think she's only 20 or like 22 or something. She's in Little Women and she's great in Little Women. She's obviously like the 4th lead, I guess, but like as soon as she's on the screen, she's amazing.
Yeah,
She's
better than
amazing
some
and
of the
old.
people.
She's amazing and old. She's in the show Sharp Objects and is like one of the main characters in that.
Yeah.
And then she is the lead in Baby Teeth, which is a movie that like almost nobody has seen probably, but really good. And she's the lead in a movie that just came out this year, The Starling Girl, where she is like unbelievable and one of my favorite performances of the year. Like
Yeah, something that
outstanding.
Eliza Scanlon really has going for her is that she's consistently, ever since like since she was really young and now when she's still like very young, right? She's consistently acting against like world-class actors, you know? Like
Yes.
world-class actors in different situations, right? Where it's like not only just like working against, Saoirse Ronan in Lady Bird, directed by like Greta Gerwig, but she's also
You mean Little One, but yeah.
Little Women, sorry. She's also acting against like Amy Adams and Sharp,
Sharp
Objects,
Objects,
and
yeah.
like all
Yeah. And she's just brilliant. Like she's so good. I mean, especially I've liked her for like really all of these movies. When I saw The Starling Girl this year, I was like, this is somebody who is going to be like it feels a little bit like just because she's so good, but she doesn't have like, Jenna Ortega like star power or whatever. Like a lot of these great performances are in movies that like nobody is watching. It feels like she might be underappreciated, but like she's gonna grow to be like one of the best actors in the world probably. I really like her. That's my number 2. We can go to Doug's number 2.
That old cast is going to age so well.
So well, yeah.
Like Aaron,
Old-
not
that
even to mention
movie's gonna
Aaron
age so well.
Pierre.
Right, Aaron Pierre is in another big movie this year too.
Yeah,
And-
like
and,
that
there's a
cast.
lot of
It was
people in that
it's an
cast.
interesting cast because I remember first seeing it and be like, I have no idea who like 98% of these people are. And like a couple years later, and it's like, oh, these are all like the greatest actors in the world now.
they're it's a good cast. All right, Doug, what's your number 2?
My number 2 is Garance.
Oh, shit. I thought you would forget. I thought
no.
you would forget.
No, I'm on my shit, bro.
She's on my honorable mention.
Yeah, she has been in every single Julia Ducournau feature and short.
Right.
She's been in a couple like French, like more like French like poppy cinema stuff, like Madame Claude on Netflix, and she's in a new movie coming out called Marie. This is tough for me.
Doug learns French live on the podcast.
She's in like a new like tennis movie that's this year that I'm kind of looking forward to seeing.
Yeah.
She's just a great actress though. I mean, she was
She's very
in Raw.
good,
She was the lead in Raw when she was 17, like just kicking ass in that movie, bro.
Kicking ass.
She's really awesome in Titan. She's in 2 scenes in Titan, and she's
Yeah.
really awesome. She's I don't know. She's the goat. Bro.
Yeah,
She's
no,
so
she
cool.
was really close to making my top 5. There's like probably like 2 honorable mentions I have above her, but like I really like her.
And she's she has like this actually kind of like a career better than like 99% of actors. Just through like 5 movies, and she's like 24,
my biggest problem was that I really have only seen her in Raw and Titan, and like obviously her role in Titan is like limited
she's in,
because
like,
it's a
2
movie
scenes.
that's focused on like 2
Yeah.
people essentially. But she's so good in Raw. I would say that her performance in Raw is probably arguably the best performance out of anybody we're gonna name in this.
I
age
mean, one of
group.
the best performances from a minor that I could even think of. To be honest.
That was a weird way to phrase that.
What?
No, it's just.
It's okay.
Okay,
My
Owen,
God.
what's your next one before we get to our top picks?
I felt similar when I found Alex Wolff was 25. I felt like I was getting away with murder when I
Yeah.
realized that Elle Fanning was also
Right.
25.
Yeah, we knew. This was-
I love Elle Fanning.
Yeah.
And I've really only seen her in like some of the stuff I've seen her in. I was like, I don't even give a shit about that. Maybe like Maleficent or something. Like I've seen her in like 7 things, and most of them are like box trolls and stuff. But I think she so good in Twix. I think that's like an all-time performance for me.
No,
And I think
yeah.
she's also in that weird Woody Allen movie is really good.
Is a Rainy Day in New York? Is she in that one?
Yeah, A Rainy Day in New York is like Timothy Chalamet and Elle Fanning, reading Woody Allen dialogue. So it's kind of weird, but I kind of love it because I like them so much.
Elle Fanning is my number 1 on my list as well.
Okay.
I don't think there's any actor that I can think of that has transitioned from being like a really sensational child actor to then being a really sensational like adult actor.
She's so good.
You know, like
Yeah, she's on my honorable mentions. She was like just off my top 5. She rocks.
and
She's
also
cool.
multi-medium too, because now she's gonna be the lead in Death Stranding 2, as well.
Oh,
The new Hideo
interesting.
Kojima game.
Have you seen The Neon Demon yet, Doug?
No, I need to watch the Neon.
Yeah, that was my biggest setback with Elle Fanning. Was like, I wish I had seen her in more stuff before we did this episode. Because if I had, she would probably be on my top 5.
I gotta see The Neon Demon. I haven't honestly I haven't seen that much from her, but it's like the stuff I've seen is just so good compared to like everyone else in this age bracket. It's kind of like
literally that's why she's
it's
my
just
because
really
she's like
hard
so
to
much,
not.
Yeah. Okay, so that's Doug's number 1. Owen has one more. So my number 1 is. Oh wait, no. I guess Doug used to have a
Doug
number 2,
done? Is
correct?
Doug
Right?
done?
No, I'm done. I gave my whole top 5.
Okay. Okay. So my number 1 is similarly somebody I was shocked to find out is only 25 years old, and is one of the 2 leads in my favorite show ever. Daisy Edgar Jones is my number 1.
Damn.
Only 25 years old.
Yeah.
She seems. I don't know. I thought she was.
way older.
I thought she was not much older, but like I don't know. 25 seems very young because she's, the lead in Fresh as well. She was in that new movie that I did not watch where the Crawdads Sing. Probably won't watch it, but like if I were going to, it
But
would be for
that's a
her.
pretty big movie though. Like
Yeah, and of course she's the lead in Normal People, and that's like the
a
deciding
pretty big
factor. Like my
miniseries.
favorite show ever. And to be fair, other than two actors that I'm gonna talk about on my lists, and she's one of those two. I really was like sticking away from people who I've only really seen in TV because I just like you'd have to really win me over in TV to be on my list because I'd rather pick people in movies.
Because TV isn't
she is-
real.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she's
TV's
one of
a
the
fake-
two.
as a
Yeah,
Mickey
she's one of the
Mouse
two
medium.
exceptions. She is so good at Normal People, and I think when we talk about career trajectory, the fact that she's 25 and she's Daisy Edgar Jones, like she's gonna be doing good stuff. For a while,
DEJ.
I think. Don't think anybody's ever called her that. Yeah, she's fantastic. Her performance in Normal People is one of my favorite performances ever. So she is my number one, and we can skip over Doug, I guess, and Owen, you could give us your last of your top five. Or did you still have one more?
Yeah, I got one more.
Okay.
So yeah, if I were to like this whole bracket, if I could pick one person and like just put them in a movie that I would make, it would be this person, and they've only been in one movie, and that would be Cooper Hoffman.
Yes,
Cooper
I
Hoffman is
considered-
on my honorable
I considered
mentions, yeah.
Cooper Hoffman.
Yeah,
I didn't put him
I
in because he's
think
only in
he-
one movie.
He's in one movie,
Yeah.
but I am like he's 20 years old. He
Yeah.
is so good in that movie.
And
I
he was
think
in that one movie 2 years ago.
yeah. He
Yeah.
rules. He's gonna be. I looked like his letterbox. He's gonna be in this the Ethan Hawke movie with Maya
Maya
Hawke.
Yeah.
It's like he's gonna
Maya
be
Hawke
in.
qualified for this list.
He's gonna be in the Cooper
Yeah.
Rave movie with David Harbour.
yeah.
But it's like we've only seen him in one movie. Obviously the son of Philip Seymour Hoffman. He's in Licorice Pizza. I like that's one of my favorite movies. I love him in that movie. And I just weirdly enough that he's only in one movie, but I just would put him in everything. I would just cast him in everything.
Do you remember Licorice Pizza Discourse?
Oh God. Okay. No, it's a great pick. I considered as well.
Yeah, very pro Cooper Hoffman. Would have 100% made my list if he was in another movie.
Yeah. So actually, the fact you bring that up is probably a good transition because honorable mentions. I have a long list of honorable mentions. I imagine you guys don't have long lists if you have lists at all. So I'm just gonna like rattle some people off, but I do want to say on that subject, my like just off my list, like number 6 was Frankie Corio, who I've only seen in one movie, and if Frankie Corio was in anything other than After Sun, would be a very easy.
Put
top
Frankie
5.
Corio in Gladiator 2.
I don't know if that's a good idea. I don't really see
Ever
how that would
battle.
work. No, but I'm very excited to see what Frankie Corio does next. Anyway,
yeah.
Cooper
I don't know if you
Hoffman
wanna
should
go
have
back
been Gladiator
Want
2.
to go back and forth for honorable mentions, or should I just?
Yeah,
rattle
well,
off
I just
my
like there's
list?
somebody I just wanted to bring up real quick for my honorable mention that was right off. That was literally on my list until like an hour ago. But it was Storm Reed. Is like,
Right,
just
Storm
right off
Reed's on
my
my
list.
short list
Yeah.
as well.
She's very good. She's only gonna get better, hopefully. But because so Storm Reed's very good. But the thing that I'm a little concerned about is like I hope that she doesn't just start getting typecast for like the same character and everything, you know.
Right.
But she's awesome. I mean, she's awesome in The Nun too. She's probably good in Missing. I'm probably not gonna watch the movie.
That's one of those things too. That's kind of hard to predict about career trajectory for these people, and kind of like how you guess about staying power, because for a lot of these people who are like child actors, specifically the people who aren't even in their 20s yet, it's like, are these people just going to be good child actors who like people seek out when they're children and then not be able to like find roles for them as they get older, or like have they shown something that's going to make them like last in the film industry for a while? Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, after Frankie Corio, I'm just going to rattle people off and go really quickly. I have Noah Jupe, who is kind of like who people think Jacob Tremblay is. He's just like the good Jacob Tremblay.
Jacob
or the
Tremblay
better
slander.
Jacob Tremblay. No, I'm not being mean to Jacob Tremblay. I like him too. But anyway, Maya Hawke,
don't.
who is just 25. Renee Rapp, who is my favorite character in Sex Lives of College Girls, but it seems like she cares more about her music career than acting, so that's why she wasn't in my top 5 because I don't know how much stuff she's going to be in. Jarrell Jerome, who is like an outstanding actor. He's in When They See Us. He's so good. The lead actress in Raw, whose name I'm not going to butcher right now, but that was on my honorable mentions. 2 House of the Dragon stars, Millie Alcock and Emily Carey. Talia Ryder.
Millie Alcock
really
is that
like.
young?
Yeah, Millie Alcock's 22 and Emily Carey is 20, I think.
Whoa, Millie Alcock is 22?
I think she might be younger than 22, actually. I could double check that. But
that's crazy. She's like the lead of
she's 20. She's 23. She's 23.
That's so crazy, though.
And Emily Carey is younger than that, I think. Emily Carey is 20. And they're the 2 like best parts of the early episodes of House of the Dragon. Then Talia Ryder, who I know you guys probably don't know or care about. I really like Talia Ryder. Storm Reed was there. A person that I am shocked was not on Doug's list. Hunter Schafer is in my honorable mention.
So here's the thing with Hunter Schafer, right? She needs to be in a real movie.
Sure, yeah. Okay. I just thought maybe. Anyway,
The Hunger Games.
Yeah, no, Hunter Schafer is awesome. She's got to get in some real shit, bro. She can't just be in Euphoria.
Yeah. Then I have somebody who all 3 of us really like from Dungeons and Dragons this year. Sophia Lillis is.
Yeah, she was on my list.
And she was on my list originally, and then I swapped her out for Thomas and Mackenzie.
Yeah. Right. Okay.
Sophia Lillis is really good. She's actually Sophia Lillis might have the best career of anybody we just mentioned.
Right. It's possible.
Yeah.
Then I have Elsie Fisher, 8th grade star, and she's also in some episodes of Barry that I thought she was really good in, and she clearly has like is in other stuff that proves she's going to be around for a while. Then I have another person who I'm kind of shocked that was not on Doug's list, Rachel Zegler, in my honorable mention.
Real.
No, so I considered Rachel Zegler, but then I didn't want to talk about her. But I like Rachel Zegler. We're pro Rachel Zegler.
Yeah, pro Rachel Zegler. Then I have somebody who I thought would be on Owen's list, Jack Champion.
Oh, I mean, I like thought about it for like 0.5 seconds. I think he's good. I don't know.
He's good as Spider, but also it's like he was Spider like 10 years ago, and I haven't seen him. I haven't seen him in anything else.
He's good in
the new
Scream. He's in. That's I think he's solid.
Okay, and then I have 2 more people. I have Abby Ryder Fortson from Are You There, God? It's Me, Margaret this year, and then I have Maud Apatow, who I think is really good in Euphoria. And
Jack Champion needs to get an M Night movie under his belt.
Maud Apatow is that young.
Yeah, Maud Apatow's quite young. Okay,
Put
that's all my
in a
honorable
real movie.
mentions.
Put Maud Apatow in a real movie.
Maud Apatow's in a bunch of movies directed by her dad.
She is.
Yeah, I was
She's
like,
in, like most of her dad's movies.
Real movies directed by Judd Apatow.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys have any honorable mentions to go through, or do you guys want to move on?
No, I think you hit all of the ones I thought of.
Okay, cool.
Hi Simpkins.
Yeah, I went extensive
Hi
in my
Simpkins
research.
from Insidious: The Red Door.
Okay.
Olivia Rodrigo from Bizarre and High School Musical, the musical, the show.
Havana Rose Leo from Bottoms.
Is she under 25?
25.
Wait, I'm
I
surprised.
looked it up.
Wait, why wasn't she on your list, Owen?
Because
Yeah,
she's
you love
just
her.
in Bottoms.
Okay, fair enough, I guess. Okay, so we're gonna move on
She's
then.
no Cooper Hoffman.
True.
We're gonna move on then to the age bracket that is people above 25 and below 35.
Below 36.
Below 30, or 35 and below is what I should say.
Yeah.
Including 35-year-olds.
I'm gonna be honest. This was fucking tough. I feel
this
really
one,
bad about my list.
My problem with these two next groups is not that it was super tough at the top because I have clear favorites. It was very hard picking like the 4 and 5 spots because the people who just got left off my list, I'm like, this is one of my favorite actors in the world. I'm sad that they're not in my top 5. But like that's just how
I have a list of
it
7
goes.
names, and I'm sick that my 6 and 7 spot.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like the people who I just left off, I'm like, these are world-class actors. There's 2 people that I left off in this group that I imagine are both going to be on your top 5s. But we'll see, I guess.
We'll see,
No, they won't be.
We'll see.
I don't
They
know.
will not.
Maybe not. But I there's 2 people who you guys but I know both of you
I'm
really
gonna name
like.
5 people from Oppenheimer.
No, wait, none of these guys are in
Um,
Oppenheimer.
Okay.
There are
Uh,
people. Okay. Anyway,
The
I.
only
You know
Oppenheimer
what?
person on my entire thing is Alex Wolff.
Yeah. You
that's
know
actually
what?
really surprising to me. I'm not gonna lie.
Probably a beautiful transition
Wait,
for
who
me to
else is in that
go.
movie?
For me to go
We'll talk about
first
it later. We'll talk about it
because
later.
my number 5 for this category is an Oppenheimer. My
Rami
number 5.
Malek.
No, my number 5 is Florence Pugh.
Florence Pugh.
Yeah, she was on my list and then I dropped her.
Oh,
She
Had
was
to be
never on my
done.
list.
Yeah, Florence Pugh, who I am being distracted right now.
Get dropped.
because
Get dropped. Oh, she's in the back of
dog,
you.
My dog is
She's
all.
behind
She's right
you.
above your head.
Yeah, Florence Pugh is above my head. If you're watching on video,
She's awesome in that movie.
Yeah, she's very good in that.
Mid-ass
She's very good in Oppenheimer. She's very good in Little Women.
Little Women. Yeah. She's
She was really good
very
in The
good.
Wonder, which nobody watched.
She's really good in Dune Part 2.
She's
the trailer for Dune Part 2. She's really good in.
She's
Yeah.
fantastic in the movies that aren't even good that she's in, like A Good Person and Don't Worry,
Like
Darling.
Midsummer. Yeah.
Okay, shut up. Yeah, she's just
Oh,
awesome in
don't worry,
everything.
darling. I forgot. I should have put Harry Styles on my list.
Okay. No, you shouldn't have.
Okay, buddy. Okay, buddy.
Yeah, so Florence Pugh is my number 5.
Like,
He's
Keep
great
it
in the
Olivia
Eternals
Rodrigo.
cutscene.
No, he's not. He's
No,
not
he's
even good in that. What are you
not.
talking about?
Oh, him and Patton Oswalt.
Can we
No,
talk
are
about
in it.
Florence Pugh instead? Can we talk about a real actor? Like-
Harry Styles is good in Dunkirk when he has literally 2 words to say in 2 hours.
I've never seen
yeah.
it.
Yeah. Anyway, Florence Pugh rocks and is better than Harry Styles. That's my number 5.
Florence Pugh is really good. I love her in Midsummer. It's I don't love her. I don't know.
That was the sound.
Well, no. So my thing with Florence Pugh is that I don't get excited when I am like, oh, new Florence Pugh movie. I'm not like, hell yeah, brother, like I am with
Yeah, see, I do.
everybody on my
New
list,
Flo
actually.
P.
Yeah, but she's
Holla.
like, it's one of those things where like that's just a me thing because she is like her talent is undeniable. She's so fucking
Yeah,
good.
she's good.
Like, yeah,
Yeah, I kind of agree, Doug, because she was on my list because I think she's really good, but I swapped her out for someone else because I was like, oh, I think they're more interesting.
yeah,
Yeah.
But I think she's really good, and I'm excited that she's in Dune Part 2.
yeah.
But
No, I
she's
think
not
she's
just like
awesome.
if
in
I
Dune Part Two.
were like making the perfect movie, I wouldn't throw her in there.
I could
Yeah.
see your guys' perspective because I'm probably that's probably the reason why she's number 5 on this list, because I get much more excited to see the movies of the 4 people above her and maybe more excited for some of my honorable mentions. But the thing is, then I see Florence Pugh in a movie and I'm like, oh, she's just that good. Like,
Yeah, I mean,
just-
she's great. She's very,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, she's gonna like win an Oscar in the next 5 years for sure.
Yeah,
you
sure.
know, like,
yeah, she's awesome. Okay, Doug, who is your number 5?
I'm literally considering swapping him out for somebody else. No, I'm not going to. I'm just gonna go with my list. Number 5 is Jesse Plemons.
Okay, he was in one of my honorable mentions, very high on my list of honorable mentions.
Stupidly talented
Fuck
actor.
Jesse Plemons.
Yeah,
Dog. Come on.
Stop. Jesse Plemons is so good.
Breaking Bad superstar.
Yeah. Sure. He is in Breaking
He's
Bad.
better. He's in a better TV show. He's in a better TV show than Breaking Bad, a little known show called Friday Night Lights,
I was like, I
where
don't even
he
know what
where
the
his
fuck
I was like, yeah, what?
I was like, what?
I didn't
Yeah.
know he was in the Scream TV show.
no Friday Night Lights. I believe Friday Night Lights was. Why is that funny to you?
What do you? That's just so random. What do you? That show's so old. The MTV
Um,
Scream. That show's so old.
It's not that old. Stop it. They came out like a couple years ago. I think his career started on Friday Night Lights. I could be
Yeah.
wrong. I'm pretty sure that's his first ever acting role.
I think it is.
Beats
too.
me,
He's
man.
very young in
Holy.
that.
Yeah.
Jesse
Anyway.
Plemons rocks. He's kind of like, it's one of those things where you're like, he's never really been like the lead, like the biggest fucking top billed guy in like anything. But
Yeah.
he is like kind of like the best performance and like the scene stealer, like the whole show stealer, and like most things he's in. It feels like he's so
Yeah.
crazy talented. It's like it's one of those like undeniable, like, oh, this guy was like born to be an actor kind of things.
Yeah.
Like,
How do you feel about the actor comparisons people make where they say that Jesse Plemons is kind of like a young and blossoming Philip Seymour Hoffman?
Wait, he was in The Master? I was gonna say that. I was gonna say put him in a PTA movie, but he's been in one.
yeah, he was so the thing is, like, I think that comparison is pretty shallow. because
Okay.
it's like they have like some physical similarities, right? Where they're both like
Right.
kind of like heavier set guys that have like similar like oval like there's like they look similar, right? They look similar,
Right.
but
Right.
I think that Philip Seymour Hoffman is also like one of the greatest actors ever.
Sure. Yeah.
But I think that Jesse
Yeah.
Plemons is able to tap into something so tender. I don't know. It's maybe the
I think
comparison
like,
but like
on the bare bones level, like what you were saying, when you put physical attributes aside,
Mhm.
probably makes sense because they are both kind of people who don't have to be the leads in their given movies to just like show up and be the best performance and steal a scene. Which you could say that for a lot of actors, but
yeah.
yeah, I don't know. I think on that level, it's a fine comparison.
Yeah. But Jesse Plemons Brock, super excited for Killers of the Flower Boone. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, and you're number 5.
So like when I was looking at like the young people and I was like, oh, these people are way younger than I thought. Taylor Russell was way older than I thought. She's 29, and I've
Yeah.
only seen her in Bones and All, and I don't even like Bones and All that much. I think her performance was really, really good in that movie. So she's my 5. I haven't seen her in much, but I think she's like one of my favorite actors working today, just based off that one performance.
Yeah. She was on my
She's
long list. I
incredible.
like Taylor Russell.
Like it's like her. You look at her career, and it's like Bones and All, and then like Pants on Fire, the Disney movie. It's like with like
you
Bradley
haven't seen Waves, right?
with Bradley Stephen Perry. I haven't seen Wave because it looks bad.
Yeah, I've heard
It's
Waves is
not.
bad.
It's not very good.
Yeah, so it's like okay. So I'm really excited for her to maybe be in another good movie one time. But yeah, I think she's like incredible and like rivals Timothy Chalamet in Bones and All. Like I think they go like head to head, and I don't think she's
Yeah,
like I don't
they're
think she's
having
a
it made
lesser.
off.
I don't think okay. I don't think she's the lesser actor there. I think she's phenomenal. She just doesn't have the workload
Yeah.
to be any higher.
Yeah.
You guys are setting me up well with these transitions. My number 4 is Timothy Chalamet.
Oh,
That's
brother,
fucked up.
this guy stinks.
I imagine this is what your guys' number 1 for both of you.
I didn't put him on my list.
Oh, okay.
but
Yeah,
I
I didn't
imagine
put him
this
on my
is.
list either.
really?
Oh, stop it. Yeah, Timothy Chalamet is my number 4. If it weren't for the fact that I love the 3 people above him so much, he'd be higher. But I love Timothy Chalamet. We talked about Bones and All already. Call Me by Your Name, of course. June.
Shout out Army Hammer, friend of the pod.
Okay, don't say that ever again.
Former friend of the pod. You're not invited.
Former, yeah, no, he
Yeah,
got.
okay.
We had to delete that episode.
The unreleased episode.
What
The
else?
unreleased
Dune.
Army Hammer interview.
Yeah, Nalbus was there.
He's great in Little Women. He's great in Lady Bird.
Oh man,
Yeah, he's good
great.
at everything. He's good in everything.
Yeah.
He's a good actor. He's great in
I
Beautiful
like
Boy,
him
even though
in,
that movie
Okay,
sucks.
my bad. Sorry for bringing up Timothy Chalamet.
Okay, he was my number 1. You stole my number 1.
Yeah.
You spoiled
Owen,
Owen's
you could
list.
talk. You could talk about Timothy Chalamet then, because Doug doesn't.
Yeah, so there's
want
this
to,
movie that
apparently.
came out in 2016, directed by Julia Hart, called Miss Stevens, and it's kind of horrible that he's in that.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, it sounds like you really like the guy.
No, I mean, listen, Timothy Chalamet, he's gonna be like the most fucking famous actor in the world in 5 years, and it's not.
He's
gonna
in
be
that
close.
mid-ass
Like,
Christopher Nolan movie. He plays Casey Affleck, another one of our
He plays
greats.
Casey Affleck, another friend of the pod.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, I think Call Me by Your Name is fantastic. Dune is great. It's weird. It's a weird filmography, but it's also like a really great filmography. Being 27, I think he's
also
kind of
one of
wonderful in
those
everything he's been in.
Rare movie stars.
yeah.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like actual movie stars, not just like I guess Florence Pugh is
Oh,
kind of like that,
shit.
but to a little bit of a lesser extent. But not as like we're talking about like a great like leading actor that also is just like tremendously.
Yeah,
famous
T. Hal
in
Shao
general.
is like the
Like-
guy right now. Wonka's gonna make $10, and it's gonna be my movie of the year.
I'm gonna be honest. You're on Wonka Island, Owen. The whole
I'm
world
excited
is-
for Wonka.
The 3 of us are excited for. I guess the 3 of us are on Wonka Island. Bro,
Yeah,
like,
because
the
they're
whole world
like
is
he
against us.
sounds silly. Well, it's like it's almost a weird thing with the Wonka thing. It's like He's not whimsical enough. Why is he doing that voice?
Do you think people are prepared for the fact that Wonka's going to be a musical because there were no songs in the trailer?
But they were
Um,
dancing a little.
Yeah, but apparently he has a good singing voice. So
He's
Yeah,
classically trained.
I've
I mean, he
seen
went to
him
art
dance.
school, like
Yeah.
performance school. Like,
Yeah, no, I think the movie's gonna rule. Yeah.
fair enough. Okay, where are we? That was my number 4, so we're on Doug's number 4 now.
I got 2 down.
Yeah, and wait, you got 2 down. Oh no, well yeah, because you said you're number
Yeah, I
5,
got
right?
both
And
of
now
the
Tony.
bones and alls.
Yeah. Okay, Doug, you're number 4.
it's okay because I'm about to snipe Kevin.
Yeah,
Are
take him.
you?
Yeah, I am.
I decided to say someone else instead of my
It's gonna be
teacher.
weird if you like name the one person I hope you're not gonna name. Because if you do, I might just end the recording.
I don't know who you're fucking talking about, so this might be weird.
Okay.
No, I'm gonna name. My number 4 is Daniel Kaluuya.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. That's my number 2. Daniel's my number 2.
Yeah, Daniel Kaluuya.
I'm
Honestly,
gonna get out of here in a
he-
few minutes.
he's kind of like he's kind of on my list just from the strength of Nope alone. I think that performance is so tremendous, so underrated for a movie that is so beloved. His performance is somehow insanely underrated. That movie is fucking incredible. Well, his performance is fucking incredible. Like,
Have you seen his Oscar-winning performance in Judas and the Black Messiah?
no,
Kind of a fake Daniel fan. It's fine, but
I've seen Get Out.
yeah, top 5 favorite actors, haven't even seen the movie, won an Oscar for. It's okay. Anyway, Owen has disappeared, but we can continue talking about Daniel. Yeah, I mean, you mentioned Nope. You mentioned Get Out. Obviously, his collaborations with Jordan Peele will probably be ongoing and continue to
Jordan
be great.
Peele's on my list.
He's already
As for being
won.
an actor.
He's already won an Oscar for Judas and the Black Messiah. He's very good in Widows. He plays a smaller role in Sicario that I think he's good in. He's really good in his Black
Sicario.
Mirror episode. He's really good
he's
in
very good in
Queen
Black
and
Mirror.
Slim, which nobody has watched.
I saw that
he's-
clip of that on TikTok the other week, and I was like, "Oh, this is kind of good."
Yeah,
I
Queen and
didn't
Slim
watch it.
Queen and Slim wasn't that bad. I enjoyed it. He's very good. He's my favorite person in Across the Spider-Verse in an animated movie.
Yeah, no, he does. He has a great performance in a role I don't like. Yeah,
Yeah.
Across the Spider-Verse.
Yo,
He's-
true, Spider-Man.
He's
Yeah.
even arguably my favorite part of Black Panther. He's great in everything.
No, yeah, he has a really
Um,
great performance in Black Panther. Yeah, no, he's
He's-
awesome.
Yeah,
He's a
another-
great ass actor.
That is
Oh,
my
okay.
yeah. You jumped my list a little bit. Daniel is my number 2
Dude,
on my top 5.
I literally didn't say
Um,
him for 5 because I was like, I know someone else is gonna bring out, so I'm just gonna wait.
Okay, so he's on your list as well.
yeah.
Okay, so we've all knocked somebody off.
So
then,
I
which
got
means
3
guess-
down.
Yeah, so I guess it just rotates back to me then, to my number 3.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Sure, man.
Sure.
My number 3
Don't do it.
is somebody who I love, Miss Saoirse Ronan.
Oh,
um,
fine. Phew.
Yeah, she's
Absolutely,
She's a good
yeah.
actress, but
Yeah.
I
Wasn't
love
picking
Saoirse
her.
Ronan. She's in one of my favorite movies, Lady Bird. She's
What
in Little
happened to
Women,
her?
which we've
what
we've
happened
Can
to her
anyone
was
like
that
locate
Greta
her?
Gerwig-
Can
Greta
anyone
Gerwig
locate
dropped
her?
Yeah,
she has a
Greta Gerwig-
movie coming
Oh,
out.
she's in that AI bot movie. Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, with
The creator.
Paul Mescal and
Yeah.
your guy Aaron Pierre is in that movie.
mid-sized sedan. Let's get
Um,
it.
Yeah, she's in one of my favorite
I
movies.
have no idea what movie you're
She's
talking about that's coming out.
Oh, it's
Foe.
like the
We're talking
it's the
about
Cuck
Foe.
movie.
That's not what it is, but yeah.
Isn't that what it? I thought
Maybe.
that's what it was.
Who
It's like
knows?
an
But,
AI. Is like
she's
sleeping
the
with your wife. Is that what the premise of the movie is?
she was the youngest what is it? Youngest actress to be nominated for an Oscar, I think, in Atonement.
Damn,
She was
should've
like
won
what,
it.
13 in Atonement or something.
Bro.
She's
I
fantastic.
thought the little girl from the Jane Campion movie was the youngest.
Maybe
Did she get dropped off? Did she lose
now?
her title? That movie came out like in forever ago.
No, I'm pretty
What's
sure
that
there's,
Jane Campion movie with that little girl?
Yeah, there's been like really young people that have been nominated for Oscars.
Yeah,
Jane Campion.
I guess
Little
not
girl,
anymore. But at the
young,
time that Atonement came
Oscar.
out, I think she was the youngest. Is what I meant. Or did she?
This says Tatum
don't
O'Neal
think
won
that's
Best
true.
Supporting Actress at 10 years old.
Yeah.
She didn't even win.
Yeah, when
This
was
little
that? though?
10-year-old in the 70s. She was 10 years old.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I thought something about Atonement. Anyway, whatever. The point is, she was like fucking 13
Yeah,
when she was in
she's a good
Atonement,
actress.
and
Good actress.
yeah, I love how that's just okay. You know what? Let's just move
Sorry.
on.
I had a dunk
Doug
on
is,
you.
Doug is just like, I don't want to talk about actors, even though this whole episode's about actors, but they're good. So let's move on.
No. What?
Okay.
What do I do? What's,
No, Doug,
she's
who's your
great.
next pick?
No.
Who's
let's
your
talk
next? No,
about-
we don't have
let's-
to talk about Saoirse
I
Ronan.
want
That's
to talk
fine.
about.
No, no.
I
Nobody
wanna
likes
talk
Saoirse
about
Ronan. That's okay.
I
Let's
want
just
to
move
talk
on.
about Saoirse Ronan. No, I want to talk about Saoirse Ronan because what happened? What happened?
What
What do
happened
you mean?
to
What
her?
happened?
She's not
What?
in Barbie.
Oh,
Who
but
cares?
Simu Liu had to be in
I
it.
care.
I mean, she'll be
You
in another
don't
category.
care,
No,
Doug.
is she gonna
You
be in
don't
another?
care.
She
You
might,
removed
bro,
your 4 stars from Letterboxd.
Is she gonna be in another? Is she gonna be in another Greta Gerwig movie?
Yeah, why
Yeah,
wouldn't
she's gonna
she
be in
be?
Why would
Narnia.
she?
And she's gonna
No,
play
who's
like
she gonna play?
She's
in
only
Narnia?
made 3 movies.
she's playing
like,
the lion. No, she can be the Wicked Witch, bro.
No,
she's
Saoirse
also,
Ronan's
she also
very good.
collaborates with Wes Anderson a good amount.
She wasn't in
Uh,
Asteroid City. That's what I'm saying. Like, what's happening? Like,
What do you mean? What's happening? Nothing's happening. She's doing other stuff.
What is she making music?
You're just acting like she's. You're acting like
DJ
she's never gonna
tour?
be. You're acting like
No,
she's
she's
never gonna be in another Greta
streaming with
Gerwig movie
Aiden
because
Ross?
she's not
Like,
in
what is
one
she
Greta
doing?
Gerwig movie. Like it's fine. Like
No, she's
Whatever.
cooked.
You
She's
don't
cooked.
see what I'm talking about. It's fine. It's
She's
fine.
she's not even in Wonka, man.
Yeah, she's not even in Wonka.
why would she be in Wonka?
What else is she gonna be in?
Okay, no, we
she's
can't talk
not
about it.
even in
Move
the
on. Who's your number 2?
Marvels.
Who's your number 2? Who's your number 2?
My number 3
Number
is
3, yeah.
Margot Robbie.
Okay.
So
She
I
was
didn't
on
even
my
think
honorable
about her.
mentions.
Yeah, no, Margot Robbie's good.
Yeah, I agree. On the subject of Barbie.
Yeah, on the subject of Barbie. Oh my god, look at these transitions, bro. I'm operating on another fucking level.
Right.
No, Margot Robbie's awesome. She's an actress that I just assume is way older for some reason. I don't know.
Yeah, she's only what,
Damn.
33?
Yeah, she's 33.
Hey, to her face.
Why would I say that to her face?
Well, you assume that she is older because of how long she's been acting for at a very high level.
Yeah, she was in
Is
that
she
Scorsese
even-
movie when she was like 28. Yeah, like
I mean,
Damn.
younger than that, because that
Younger?
movie came out 10 years ago. So if she's
How old
33
is
right
she?
now,
yeah,
she's
she was
23.
23 in that movie. Yeah, that's crazy.
Probably 22 when they were
Oh,
filming.
she could have been in the early bracket.
If we recorded this episode 10 years ago, yeah.
Yeah,
Could have slid her in there. That would have been an.
If
that would
we
have been an
if we
easy.
recorded this
10 years
episode
old.
when we were, yeah. You
That
were
would have been
10
a
years old.
big. That would have
Oh,
been
yeah.
a big brain like fucking call. Margot Robbie.
No, Margot Robbie's
Yeah.
awesome. She should be
About
in more
time.
good movies.
She's in About Time.
Yeah, she is. That is the one thing that stood out when I
like the Suicide Squad.
looked at her on my honorable
The
mentions.
first one.
She is in a couple stinkers, but
They
that's
got
okay. So is
those,
everybody, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, no, Margot Robbie's awesome because she's in Suicide Squad, directed by David Ayer. She's in
Yeah,
Amsterdam.
she's in
She's
the
in,
Ayer cut and she's in the Russell cut.
No, she's very good though.
No, yeah, she's awesome. I mean, her performance in Barbie is kind of tremendous.
She
Even
should have been in Aquaman.
We haven't brought up Babylon yet.
Oh,
One of
right,
the best
Babylon.
performances last year.
yeah,
Yeah.
no, she's.
Oh, I thought about
Babylon.
Diego Calva.
I thought about.
I
Diego
also
Calva,
thought about
too.
Diego Calva, but there's too many people to
Too
pick.
many
I don't
people, yeah.
like he's only
Yeah, sorry,
Right.
Diego. You were in Bird Box, the second one.
yeah, not even
Bird
not even
Box.
the original Bird Box.
No, Margot Robbie's awesome, bro.
yeah.
I mean, tremendous performer time and time again. Kind of unafraid to be like.
Hi,
do
Tanya.
interesting
I was gonna
stuff.
say, have you seen I, Tanya?
I don't like
No, no.
Okay. Interesting.
her performance is good, but I don't like the movie.
Or you've
Yeah.
seen it.
Yeah. Margot Robbie rocks.
Yeah.
Owen.
Owen, you're number
Name another
2, I
actor.
guess, or
Anya Taylor-Joy.
Fuck!
right. She's
Fuck!
on.
No.
She's deep on my list of honorable mention. Is that your number
so-
1, Doug?
No, she's my number 2.
We're talking
Almost my
about the
number 1. It was
Super
like
Mario Bros.
Oh, right,
movie.
right, right.
Yeah, I think she's really, really good in Glass and Split. I've
Bro.
seen.
She's in Glass for like 10. She has like 5 minutes of
Yeah,
screen time
I
in
think
Glass.
I think her scenes in Glass are the best scenes in the movie.
That's fair.
She's really good in
Have you seen
Northman.
The Witch?
I
Owen?
don't care for The Witch.
Okay.
Oh, I care for the witch. That
Figures.
movie
Yeah,
rocks. She's
I also
really
like The
awesome in that
Witch.
movie.
You know
Yeah.
what? They're playing The Witch at AMC, but I have class, so I can't go. And I was gonna try to rewatch it, but
Isn't it also
Monday.
like a Fathom event?
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
she's.
but
We were
yeah.
actually gonna talk about that in the news section. so
another
you-
Last Night in Soho member makes the
Yes.
list.
Right.
Her performance in Last Night in Soho is good. It's one of those things. I'm in love with Anya Taylor-Joy. She
New Mutants,
yeah,
Yeah.
another
bad
Amsterdam cast member.
She's in the Northman.
I would.
She's
Yeah, she's
awesome
good in the Northman. I would like to
She's
mention.
so good in the Northman.
I mean, obviously, this is more a me and Doug thing when we talk about TV, but obviously, The Queen's Gambit, kind of
Yes.
her like
She got that
biggest
busted ass
role.
haircut.
And
The Queen's Gambit made her too famous.
yes,
I was
made
trying
her
to
very
gatekeep her.
famous.
And
Yeah, put her
also,
in Trap.
I want to mention
Probably
because
too pricey, man.
because Killian Murphy is over 45, and I do not get to talk about Killian
Oh,
Murphy today.
brother.
Anya Taylor-Joy is in Peaky Blinders and is
Yeah,
quite good
okay.
in it.
Here's my question:
She
Is
is?
she in enough of Peaky Blinders to justify me watching it?
No.
She does not show up until the second to last season.
Never mind. Never mind.
Yeah.
Wait, I need to look at this.
But she's quite good in those last seasons. Not worth watching it for Anya Taylor-Joy. She's
No.
even in the seasons that she's in, she's still like the sixth.
How is he putting her in
Um,
historical stuff? They need to
I'm
make her
gonna
like an alien.
Honest, the thing with Anya Taylor-Joy is that
Put her in Avatar.
Put her in Avatar. Oh my god, put her in Avatar. Yo, she was born to play a Navi.
That's what I'm saying, man.
The thing with Anya Taylor-Joy, that the reason why she's not number one, and the reason why she's like pretty firmly not my number one in this age bracket, is because she's kind of making all the wrong career moves. And like for her, the right ones for her.
Are you talking about
is-
The Menu?
Yeah, well, The Menu, Super Mario Brothers, Amsterdam, like, what the
New
fuck?
Mutants.
New Mutants.
She's
It's
gonna
like-
be in the George Miller picture, though.
Yeah, Furiosa. She's gonna play Furiosa. That's gonna be fucking awesome.
Yeah, that will be
Fucking
good.
awesome.
Maybe that corrects the path. Maybe
Yeah.
that like puts her back on the right
Well,
track.
she was in Splitting Glass and the Northman. And
Yeah, she's in Split Glass, The Northman, which even I like Queen's Gambit a lot. I actually really like that miniseries. It's so popular. It's
Yeah, but the thing
like,
is-
Yeah,
annoyingly
too popular
The
to
thing
be
is,
enjoyable. That's what I'm saying.
No, what I mean is like it's like
If you replace Anya Taylor-Joy, Queen's Gambit is like has half the popularity.
Mid ass.
Yeah.
Which
well,
is
'cause she's
that's the
because
best thing
she's
you
so
could say.
good in it,
Yeah,
right? She's
that's what I'm
so
saying.
good in
She
the
was
Queen's
in the
Gambit.
Playmobil movie.
Okay, can we talk about the Queen's Gambit without Owen bringing up movies that nobody's ever fucking heard of?
Bro, the Playmobil fans.
No, yeah, I don't know. I like she's so good in that show, and that's why it's so popular.
When
And
it
I
comes
get
to,
what
like,
you mean, but
actors, right? It's like there's like a certain energy, right? And they're like Anya Taylor-Joy is so powerful. Like when
Yeah.
she's on screen, there's like so much fucking power, and that's the only reason why I don't have Last Night in Soho at like 1 stars at 1
Yeah.
star is because
Real,
she is
real.
so powerful in that movie.
Yeah,
and she's like
Anya Taylor-Joy and Thomas and McKenzie carried that fucking trash movie on their back,
Literally.
bro.
and it's like
Edgar
everything
Wright
else-
was taking a snooze.
or even like bro, like you remember the Northman where it's like the scene on the
Yes.
boat once Alexander towards the end when Alexander Skarsgård goes back to kill the guy, and it's Anya Taylor-Joy on the boat alone doing like the witch shit and like walking
Mhm.
towards the camera and like
Yeah, she's my favorite part of the Northman.
that's
Yeah.
such a good that's so awesome.
she's my second favorite part of the Northman. There's a little known actor named Alexander Skarsgård, and then the lead role.
Yeah, I saw
Um,
it. I can never see him again.
Okay.
I've seen the photos.
Yeah.
Okay.
My biggest thing is, honestly, I think that Anya Taylor-Joy being replaced by Lily Rose Depp in Nosferatu.
Oh, we lost.
Yeah, that's a no.
I also,
That's a no. What
I
can
don't
you
know.
do? But you know,
Every
I don't
time I
know.
think of an actress that is good, I'm like, oh, they should have been in Nosferatu instead of Lily Rose Depp.
No, let's not turn this
I
into
was
a Lily
watching
Rose Depp
Bottoms
hate
and I was like,
episode.
let's just put everyone else in Nosferatu.
Yeah,
Um,
Ayo Dibri as
Yeah. As Nosferatu.
He's not said his name. His name's Prince
What?
Orlok.
You said it.
I said.
Okay, before we go off the rails again, let's jump to how many do you guys have left? You guys each have one left?
I have one left.
Yeah, I want
Okay.
to don't steal it.
All right, my number one is certainly a pick that I'm not stealing from anyone. This is what I was nervous that Doug was gonna do something really stupid and name. I thought you were apologizing because you were gonna name my favorite like working actor despite not seeing anything he's in. My number one is Paul Mescal.
PM.
Yeah, Paul
I haven't
Mescal is
seen
my
anything
number
he's in.
one.
That would be so
Yeah.
dumb if I picked him. I don't know
No,
what his
because
voice
the way
sounds like.
the way that you apologized
I
to
know
me,
what
I
his
was
voice
like,
sounds like.
yeah, the way you apologized to me, I was like, is this guy about to do literally the dumbest thing in the history of this podcast? Like I was so
Gladiator 2, though.
nervous. Yeah, he has Gladiator 2 coming out. He has the movie that Doug hasn't heard of coming out this year called Foe. He has another movie coming out this year called All of Us Strangers, where he will likely be an Oscar nominee for the second year in a row.
The thing about All of Us Strangers that pisses me off is that Andrew Scott was going to be on my fucking list for the next one, but he's 46.
Yeah,
And
he was
so
also on.
fucking
I love
angry.
Andrew Scott.
Man, I love Andrew
I love
Scott.
Andrew Scott.
Andrew Scott is so fucking good.
Talk
He's a
about a guy
brilliant
that I'd
actor,
cast
yeah.
in everything that doesn't get casted in anything.
No, talk about the guy who, if he just had, if he was just in better movies, he would be recognized
Yeah.
as like one of
Listen,
the greatest actors in the fucking world. But he's in dog shit. He's in fucking nothing.
Yes,
the
sir.
buzz that All of Us Strangers is currently
Not really.
generating, I would be very, very happy if we get an Andrew Scott lead actor nominee and a Paul Mescal supporting actor nomination. And I think it's very possible that both of those happen.
And after
Paul
that,
Mescal
could they
doesn't really
put him
need it
in
for his
medium
career.
movies?
But Andrew Scott
Andrew
getting
Scott's needing that. talent.
Andrew Scott getting a Best Actor nomination would be
They
like
put him
very
in like
huge
1917 as a
for-
cameo. That movie's
Whoa,
horrible, bro.
Speaking of Nosferatu, replace fucking Billy Skarsgård with Andrew Scott, bro. Holy
Ooh.
shit.
But
Get
we
Aaron
like
Taylor
we like Bill
Johnson the
Skarsgård,
fuck
though.
out of there.
We like Bill Skarsgård though, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
no,
put
I like
Paul
Bill
Mescal
Skarsgård.
instead of
Um,
Aaron Taylor.
Anyway,
Johnson.
Paul Mescal in one of my favorite movies ever already, After Sun, which came out last year. And he also, along with Daisy Edgar Jones, who I mentioned before, is one of the two leads of my favorite show ever, Normal People. He was quite good in The Lost Daughter. But yeah, those two things alone make Paul Mescal pretty much one of my two favorite actors working today. The other being Cillian Murphy, who we can't talk about today because he's too old.
Because he's on strike.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Paul Mescal rocks. Let's get him an Oscar because he should have won last year. And
Over who exactly?
And I can't
Over
wait to
Brendan
see him
Fraser?
in the
Yeah.
Fantastic Four.
Sorry.
No, okay, but you're saying that Brendan Fraser is the only other guy nominated.
I'm saying Brendan Fraser is the guy that won, and Paul Mescal deserved it more. I'm not saying
is that
that
an
he's,
Austin Butler?
I'm not saying he's the
You're
best
a
out of all the
Colin- You're
nominees.
a Colin Farrell hater. You're
I-
saying that
that's
Colin-
not what I said. That's not what I said.
Like
If
Colin
you
Farrell
recall,
was a
if you
Monroe
recall our
dating
Oscar
Italian people
podcast,
in the
okay.
Batman.
Funny you say that. If you recall our Oscar podcast, if you want to go back and watch,
That was like
I
6 months ago.
mentioned that I wanted Colin Farrell to win. So you could
Oh,
shut up.
lick him.
Doug, who's your number one?
Jesse Buckley, not even close.
Yeah,
Literally on a plane of
yeah.
their own. Honestly, if we took out H brackets and just ranked our favorite actors, Jesse Buckley might be number one for me. It would be close between some other people, but Jesse Buckley is.
Yeah. I figured the way that you were talking about Jesse Buckley before we recorded this podcast episode that she'd be very high in this age bracket. That makes
Oh,
sense.
Pro
Jesse
is
Buckley-
yapping.
I was yapping. I'm a yapper. No, I love Jesse Buckley. I think Jesse Buckley is one of. I will literally watch any movie she's in. I say that I haven't seen some movie she's in that's come out recently.
Have you seen have you seen Judy? I'm looking at her filmography right
Hey,
now. She's the
Judy.
second lead in Judy. I thought that movie was pretty boring, but I think it won an Oscar, right? I'm pretty sure Renee Zellweger won an Oscar for Best
mid-movie
Actress for that
Jew.
movie.
Maybe I don't watch every movie she's in. But,
Yeah, and you have to watch The Lost Daughter. I think she's
No,
Put
I'm gonna watch
Judy on
Lost
your
Daughter. I'll watch
Hooptober
Woman
list.
Talking. Like
you
but like,
won't.
bro, it's shut the fuck up.
No, you won't.
I'm thinking of ending
Paddington's
things.
in that movie.
I'm thinking of ending things. It doesn't get better than that, right?
Yeah.
Chernobyl. She's kind of like
I didn't know
You
she
guys-
was such a big role in Chernobyl.
Yeah, no, Chernobyl. She's kind of like she kind of steals the whole show. She's plays this tremendously tragic, kind of like misguided character. It's very sad. She's awesome in that. Men. The second best part of Men. I'm a little bit of a Men defender for some reason.
Yeah.
Oh, he's a
Wait, what do you mean the
defender.
second best part? I thought for sure the reason
thinks
why you were
the men
defending
were
men was
better.
because of her.
He likes the
Okay.
birth scene.
Skip
Yeah,
ahead,
let's
okay, skip ahead
unpack
15
this.
seconds. If you don't want to hear a spoiler for Men, my favorite part of Men is the birth scene when
Oh, I already spoiled it.
Ren Royal
That's my
Kinnear
least favorite
gets
part
on
of
his back
Men.
and he fucking births himself That shit rocks.
That is my least favorite part of
But
Men.
other than that, no, Jesse
Um,
Buckley. It's one of those things where it's like when it comes to
Artists?
men, right? It's like Jesse Buckley's character in Men is written so poorly. But the fact
and
that
she
it's
gets a
Jesse-
lot out of it. She
Yeah,
does.
that's
She
what I
does
mean. She gets-
absolutely everything she can.
yeah, but her performance kind of convinces you that it's like written better than it is, but it's written really bad.
Yeah.
Um,
All right. And that leaves Owen. Who's your last?
Oh.
Your number one.
Is K Stu.
Right. Okay. I
Yeah.
was kind of nervous that we were. I have Case 2 on my honorable mentions. I was
she's
nervous that you
number
wouldn't
6
bring
on my list.
them up.
She's number
Yeah.
6 on my list.
I was nervous you guys wouldn't bring her up, and I was like, why has she not been mentioned yet?
She's my 2, but
Um,
you took Timothy away.
Right.
Yeah, she's so good.
No, she's awesome. It's like speaking of bad movies, she's in Underwater, but it's worth watching. I think just because she's in it.
Yeah,
Like,
I want to watch that
I thought
movie.
you liked that movie.
no,
No, Doug's a
Okay.
fraud.
you haven't even seen it.
I think she's so good in Crimes of the Future. I
No,
think she
literally
is
talk about
unreal in that movie.
fucking
Yeah.
stole the show. Crimes of the Future. I was like, bro, I was campaigning
Oh.
so hard for her fucking Oscar nomination for Crimes of the Future, bro. I was like, if the Academy wasn't fucking hack frauds, she would get nominated
She's
for an
cool
Oscar.
in Billy
Um,
Lynn. I think she's really good in Twilight.
She's
Oh,
awesome
and I
in
imagine
Spencer.
I was gonna say, oh, and you haven't seen Spencer.
Yeah, I
right?
haven't seen Spencer, but I will watch Spencer just for her.
I think Spencer's her second
She's
best
quite
performance.
fantastic. Yeah, she's very good in that movie.
Yeah, she rules.
You really like Spencer, right, Doug?
I fucking love Spencer.
Yeah, Spencer was one of my favorite movies of that year.
Um,
And a lot of that is because of her.
Yeah,
Put that in
I
the
love-
rafters,
performances
man.
that
I
year.
Kenny
love
Stu, man.
Spencer. I love Twilight and I love Crimes
Is
of the
she in
Future.
anything
Yeah.
coming out?
I really have been meaning to watch Personal Shopper, which I imagine she's really good in.
Oh,
yeah, I've
yes,
been
yes.
meaning to watch
I
I don't think
want to
any
see
of
that
us have
as
seen
well.
that. Personal Shopper
been-
episode at some point, possibly,
Yes.
when the strike is not going on. Yeah, she's awesome. And also,
Partner
can I
Shopper.
just say really quickly while we're on the subject of K-Stu still, neither of you have seen my favorite Kelly Reichardt movie, Certain Women.
I haven't seen any of those movies.
Yeah, I haven't seen any Kelly
She
Reichardt.
is
Kelly
so good in Certain Women. Yeah,
But you
she's
haven't
next to
seen Lily
she's next to
Lynn's
Lily
Long Half
Gladstone.
One.
And Lily Gladstone kind of is clearly the better performance because she has a lot more to do. But Kristen Stewart rocks in Certain
She's also
Women.
next to Laura Dern
Yeah, but she's not. The movie is
and
split up
Michelle
into
Williams.
no, but she's not next to Michelle Williams either. The movie is
No,
split up
but
into
they're-
different
I'm
sections.
looking at the cast list, and
yes,
they're
but
next to each other in the.
their stories do not overlap. They do not meet each other in the movie.
But they're next.
But she meets Lily Gladstone in the movie and acts alongside her. Anyway, she's very
LG.
good.
I'm so
Where's
happy.
LG on the
I
list?
knew that Owen was gonna bring Kristen Stewart up, and that's part of
Yeah.
why I felt okay about like kicking her off, so I can talk about
Yeah.
Jesse Plemons. But Kristen Stewart, another phenomenally underrated actor still in our day and age, even
Yeah.
though she was in fucking Spencer, which it's one of, I wanted to say Spencer's undeniable. A lot of people deny it. A lot of people don't like that movie, but
Yeah.
she's awesome in that movie.
Into the
Okay.
Wild.
I will rattle off some
Not a good
honorable
movie.
mentions again. If I miss anybody, you guys can give me honorable mentions after. My first person off my list
Sean Penn directed
was Emma Stone, who I just adore and is in some of my
Oh,
all-time
yeah.
favorite movies.
I thought
but,
she was older.
Yeah, I also
I thought
thought
she was like
older.
60.
Because
No.
she's just been around for a very long time. She's done a lot of stuff when she was a teen.
She's playing Frankenstein.
Then my another honorable mention that I had, that when I said before we started this category that there were two people that I assumed were going to be on your guys' list, one was Kristen Stewart and the other was not on your lists. Lakeith Stanfield is my next honorable mention.
He was
of.
on my list
Yeah.
at a moment, and I had to swap him out sadly for. I think I moved him out for Taylor Russell, but he was in
Interesting.
my revolving door of
The
like
thing-
people.
The thing with Lakeith Stanfield is that he is so talented, and it's
Mm-hmm.
like when I was talking about with Anya Taylor-Joy, and it's mentioned it with Jesse Buckley too, where it's like there's a fucking power, right, to him
Yeah.
being on
Yeah.
screen that is so undeniable. It's like he's like you know, he just, the energy is insane.
Yeah.
What is he doing?
Yeah, I mean the Haunted Mansion thing is.
You
we
know
don't
what I
need to talk
mean? It's
about
like,
it,
what's
yeah.
he doing? What's he up to?
Lakeith Stanfield, I think, has the talent to be the greatest actor in the world, but I think he's just not in any good movies.
Yeah,
well, he's
that's
in
why
like
I'm
he's in a few, but it's like I think if he worked with some really talented directors, he could put on like the coolest fucking performances ever. I just don't think he's really given the chance.
Bro, put him
that
in Matt
often.
Reeves' joke. Put him in Matt Reeves' fucking The Batman too. Give him
Yeah,
something.
Yeah.
he campaigned for the Joker a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
I think he's phenomenal. He was gonna be on my list. I like him in Death Note. I like him in Sorry to Bother You, Uncut Gems, like Get
Even,
Out.
Knives Out. He's really good in.
Yes, I think
Like,
Knives Out and like just playing a detective.
He's-
Like he has so many like different like ways he can go. Because I think in Knives Out he's like very calm.
mhm.
And he's
You guys
just, like,
didn't mention it either, but when he was extremely young, he was literally like the scene stealer in one of my favorite movies, Short Term 12, which I know Doug has seen. I don't
Oh
think.
yeah, he's
Owen
so
has seen
young
it.
that I didn't even.
Yeah, he's
so young
like
in
he's
that
like
movie.
I don't even know. He's like a teenager. He's like 15 or something.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And he's in Judas and the
Uh,
Black Messiah, which he was
and-
really good in next
Oh,
to
I
Daniel
forgot.
Kaluuya.
Yeah, he's awesome.
little
in
he's
that.
the
TV shout
lead.
out from me. I think he's
Yeah.
awesome in Atlanta.
The only TV show
Yeah, of
Owen's seen.
course. Yeah.
But yeah,
yeah,
I
he
think
rocks.
he is so cool. He just needs to work with better filmmakers.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's his fault. I don't think it's a lack of trying. I think it's also like not even on the other side. I think that better filmmakers need to seek him out, honestly.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
Put him in Trap.
no, put him in
Um,
Trap. Yeah.
Like every good actor is like, put him in Trap.
Yeah. Okay.
But
Anyway,
yeah, I think he's
My last.
Mm.
Are you done with honorable mentions?
no, I have a lot more. If you want to
Okay.
like throw one in, then
Well,
feel
Ana de
free, but
Armas
I was
is the
just gonna
biggest one for me.
rattle. Yeah, I thought that would be in your top 5.
Oh, Ana de Armas.
Yeah, well, it's like if I was a little more true to myself, it would be in my top 5. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? But
Yeah.
I was trying to actually sit down and be like, I don't,
Be true to yourself, though.
because I really like Ana de Armas a lot, and it's like Ana de Armas has so much potential that has not been.
You have to see her
realized.
in better movies.
Yeah, it's like I need to see her do what she did in fucking No Time to Die again. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna just try to go through a bunch. My last like super big one that hasn't been mentioned is Caitlin Dever, who I just like adore. She's the lead in Booksmart. She's in Short Term 12, which I mentioned, and
Oh,
also
yeah.
kind of the scene stealer. She's phenomenal, like outstanding TV actress between 2 limited series, Unbelievable and Dope Sick. She steals the show in both. I mean, not really steals the show in Unbelievable because she's one of the main characters, but in Dope Sick, Unbelievable. I love her. Then we said Kristen Stewart already. Jesse Plemons I had. Margot Robbie I had. Dev Patel, who I love. I just wish he was in
Oh, yeah.
more movies
Yeah,
that I have
also-
seen. I adore Dev
Patel.
Patel.
Make Patel,
Um,
make Mr. Dev Patel James Bond.
I would love that.
Make
I'm
it
telling you
happen.
right now, that would be maybe my favorite James
Make
Bond
it happen.
casting. He
Make
has
it happen.
like he has the perfect
Let James
like,
Wan direct.
energy for it.
James
I have
Wan directs a Dev Patel James Bond movie.
Yeah,
Send
let's do it.
send
Let's
it to
do
the
it.
Broccoli family. Let's do it, bro.
Let's go,
Uh,
Mr. and Mrs. Broccoli.
okay. Who else? I have Zendaya, who if she was in better movies would be
Yeah.
up there, but she's just very good in
She was in
Euphoria.
like any movies.
Yeah. I said
Yeah,
Anya
she
Taylor
would
Joy.
stop
I really
Shake it up, man.
kind of a random one. I love Zach Efron. I also want to mention on the subject of Nope, Kiki Palmer, who I'm
Yeah, I
very
thought about
excited to
Keke Palmer.
see the rest of her
Kiki.
career, I guess, post Nope.
Yeah, she's been crazy recently.
I have Jimmy Tatro, one of my favorite comedic actors. I have Io
Zoe
Devery,
Deutsch's
who we
boyfriend.
talked about a little bit. Io Devery was on my mentions. I have Glenn Powell. I have Olivia
Yeah, I
Cook.
thought Doug was gonna get like a little GP action.
Yeah, and then I have 3 little like TV mentions. Julia Garner, who is the best performance in Ozark. Sarah Snook, who is under 35 and
Oh,
in
yeah.
Succession, and then
Oh.
Phil Dunster, who is probably the actor that I like the most now from the Ted Lasso cast. And
I
those
didn't
are all
know
my honorable
Sarah
Bro's
Snook
mentions.
was so young.
making people up.
No, Phil Dunster's really good. I just want to see what he does after in a post Ted Lasso world
In a
because he's very
post-Ted
funny.
Lasso-
We live in a post Ted Lasso
Yeah. We
world
live in a
where we get
No, because
psyched
he's
by the
genuinely
world.
and I know you guys make fun of Ted Lasso or whatever. He genuinely has like clear.
You're gonna love that
talent.
Taika Waititi movie.
No, I'm
You are
not.
gonna love
I'm
that.
not
It's
going.
literally
You're
Ted
gonna
Lasso.
love
It's based
it.
off, isn't it based off like the same true story that Ted Lasso is?
Maybe, but I
Yeah,
listen.
but a
Like
little
I like
sprinkle of
Ted Lasso for
transphobia,
reasons.
you
I
know?
like Ted Lasso for reasons I can't explain. And Phil Dunster is like,
Hey,
especially
yeah.
like now, kind of clearly like maybe the one of the 2 best Ted Lasso performances. Anyway, we are moving on to our final age group, which is actors that are 36 and older and 45 and younger, between 36 and 45. Do you guys want me to go first again, or do we want to switch it up for this one?
Owen, who do you have at number 5?
Leah Seydoux.
Oh, she's a honorable
Leah
mention.
Leah, side note, she
Woo,
barely
rules.
made my list.
She's very
Yeah.
good. I haven't seen her in enough, but everything I've seen her in is she's like scene stealer.
No,
really,
she's
really,
awesome.
really, really, really good.
She's really incredible. She's been acting for a long time. I think she was like super young in some of these like those French movies.
Yeah, I remember she's like scene stealer, French Dispatch. She's really good in Crimes of the Future.
Yeah. Oh, Crimes
She's
of the
in
Future.
Midnight in Paris, which I've seen. She's gonna be another Dune Part 2
Yeah.
little nominee. There's this like French Beauty and the Beast movie that I keep putting on that it's like probably bad, but she's in it and I have to watch it.
Well, that's the guy that directed Silent Hill, right?
Yes. it
Yes.
is.
Yeah. No, I need to watch that too. She's like consistent. It's one of those things where it's like she like is a consistently like really great performer. Where it's like if
Yeah.
she's in any movie, it's like you know that she's gonna
Yes.
like kind of like be a professional and bring the heat. You know, like
Yeah, I think she's awesome. I haven't seen enough from her. She's in a lot, but everything I've seen her in, she's like top.
this
tier.
is actually that's a perfect first pick for you. This is an awesome transition to my number 5. I have a Mission Impossible and a Dune a compatriot here at number
Okay.
5, Rebecca
Javier?
Ferguson.
Oh, Rebecca Ferguson was on my honorable mentions.
Yeah, number 5 for me is Rebecca Ferguson.
Becca Ferg.
That's a
Yeah.
great pick. That's a great pick. She's very good.
She is incredible. I mean, she's
Yeah.
amazing. She's like arguably for me maybe the best part of the first Dune.
Yeah. And she's another like defining scene stealer. She's not really like
Yeah.
a lead often, but she is
No, she-
like always when you come out of one of her movies, she is always one of the performances you talk about.
But it's like she's a scene stealer against like some of the greatest fucking like
Right.
movie stars in the world. Like she's a scene
Right.
stealer in Mission Impossible 5 when Tom Cruise is fucking in the same scene, you know?
Yeah.
Like it's like same thing with like
Did
Well,
you see Doctor Sleep? Because I feel like that was the movie where people
Yeah.
started talking about Rebecca Ferguson a lot.
she's really good in Doctor Sleep. I need to rewatch it. I need to watch the director's cut because I heard the director's cut's a lot better. But she's really
Yeah.
excellent in Doctor Sleep. She's just an awesome actress. She's one of those people where it's like I will like follow Rebecca Ferguson into the dark, you know, like I will
Yeah.
like or if like no like if there's a new thing coming out, it's like I don't really need to know a lot about it because it's like, oh, I just like need to get more Rebecca Ferguson. And I think right now she's kind of like in the prime of her career where it's like everything she's doing I think is kind of turning into gold.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Rebecca Ferguson's my number 5.
Yeah. My number 5 is easily the most boring pick on my list, and it's specifically because this is an actor who used to very clearly be my number 1 for a long time and has just kind of fallen. And I've talked to Doug about this before. I think his recent career choices have made me like him less and less because I'm scared about the
not
roles he's
Zac
picking now.
Efron, bro.
No, I mentioned Zac Efron in the last one. He was in the under 35 group.
You mentioned him?
Mine, yeah, he was in my honorable mentions. I love Zac Efron. Anyway, my number 5, and the reason why he still makes the top 5 is because he's in a couple of my favorite movies ever. Is Jake Gyllenhaal.
Oh yes.
His career trajectory over the past couple years has been very troubling, and I'm scared that he
Spider-Man
might
No
not have
Way
too many
Home.
good performances left in him.
Covenants.
But he is
Wait, that
still
ambulance.
he's still in Donnie Darko. He's still in Zodiac. He's still in Brokeback Mountain. He's still in Prisoners, Nightcrawler, Enemy, Okja, what else? I said Nightcrawler already. Nocturnal Animals is what I meant. Ambulance, of course. The list goes on. He's even good in bad movies. But he is picking, I'd say, far too many of them now. Zodiac and Donnie Darko.
Put him in Shrek.
Are two like clear some of
No,
my favorite
actually,
movies.
Yeah. Wait, put him in an M Night movie. Like for
That would be
real, though.
cool. That would be cool.
Also,
I'd be
also,
cool with that.
Put him in another Michael Bay movie too.
Sure.
They had
sure.
a really good
Put
thing
him
going
in
on Ambulance.
what's
And
the
you know what the
guy's
thing
name?
is? The thing about
Put
Ambulance.
him in another
too-
R. Kelly movie.
Okay. well,
Okay.
Come on, man. You just do
Bro.
this stuff on purpose. It's like you want us to get
No.
demonetized. Like you want people to hate you. Like
not
come
can't
on.
get
monetized.
demonetized.
I'm starting.
Monetized.
No, I know.
You can't get
that was part of
demonetized from
that was
Richard
part of the
Kelly.
joke.
Richard Kelly, bring Richard Kelly back.
I
bring
just,
Jake
I just,
Gyllenhaal
as
back,
time,
everyone's
as time
happy.
passes, I start to sympathize more and more with the people who leave hate comments about Owen.
Hey, man.
I'm kidding. No, but yeah, I don't know. The thing about Ambulance is that you can tell he's actually having fun in that role. Which if he just wants to make movies that he has fun doing, I'm okay with that. If it's something like that,
Yeah.
I feel like
And just
he's
go have
really
fun with
phoning
Ryan
it
Gosling.
in.
I know he's on Doug's list.
Yeah. Okay.
God damn it! I hate you.
Let's not talk about Ryan Gosling right now. What's it called?
Go make
Anyway.
Bullet Train 2, Jake Gyllenhaal.
Yeah, I don't know. I just wish he was, but he's still in Zodiac and Donnie Darko, and he's still great in a lot of stuff. I love Jake Gyllenhaal. That's my number 5. We can go back to Owen. For your number 4.
Great transition for me to go right now. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, well, we're gonna let Owen go instead. We're
So
gonna
I'm
keep the
at-
order. Yeah, you're out.
Natalie Portman.
Okay, Natalie Portman was like one of my very first honorable mentions. She's
The
just off
Port-
my top 5.
Yeah, her career is kind of silly and all over the place, but I think when she's in a good movie, she's really, really good. I love
super
the
excited.
2 late Malik movies that she's in. She's really, really great. I'm a big prequel guy.
She's in Song to Song. What's the other one? Oh,
Yeah, she is in Song to Song.
What's the other one?
Knight of Cups.
She's also a
Oh,
Knight of Cups.
I forgot.
There's this little movie from Wong Kar Wai called My Blueberry Nights that she's
Right.
also in. I just think she's really phenomenal.
She's in V for Vendetta, one of my favorite movies.
Yeah.
The
like a lot of
Wachowskis.
her big movies. Like I haven't seen. Like I haven't seen Black Swan
She's phenomenal in that.
and like.
Did
But
you
yeah,
see
I
the
think
Wachowskis?
Yeah. V for Vendetta is a Wachowski movie.
Uh,
Real heads
like,
know. Real heads know. Real fans
Okay.
know.
Got it.
Oh, he wouldn't
My
know. He
bad.
wouldn't know.
They produced it. I thought you were
They
talking about
wrote
the
it.
director. Oh, okay.
They wrote it and produced it. And
but they
there's
wrote.
rumors.
It's based on a book, though, is it not?
Yeah, it's based on a comic
Okay.
book. But then there's
Yeah,
also.
but you can write, Kevin.
Yeah, no
As a-
shit.
as a
yeah,
scriptwriter,
fucking
you should
yeah.
know.
Tell me.
As a
Tell me
scriptwriter.
about screenwriting. Tell me about screenwriting, Owen. Go ahead.
Kevin, I don't know how you like.
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead and tell me.
But
about
then
forgot
there's also-
that. I don't know
okay,
how you forgot
Jesus.
that.
But then there's also like the rumors that they ghost directed V for Vendetta.
Interesting.
I don't
Yeah.
believe those kind
Yeah,
of.
I don't
things,
know
though.
any of that stuff.
I don't like when you spread that on me.
My bad.
Do you, Owen? Have you seen Annihilation?
Oh,
No, I don't
she's
watch
so
that
good
shit,
in
man.
Annihilation. But you don't like him.
Yeah.
You don't like.
Owen
yeah.
would
Is that the
like it,
men
but-
guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would
Uh,
prefer it if we use any of his other movies. For
He's-
that.
He's most definitely the Ex Machina guy.
Yeah, he's
that is
the Ex
definitely his
Machina
most
guy.
popular movie. Um,
No, well, I'm super excited for May December.
yeah,
that's-
I'm very.
that's
That's
one
one
of
of my
Oh,
most anticipated
yes,
movies of the year, and I
I-
think she's going to be really good in it.
That seems like
Yeah,
Natalie
I
Portman's
saw-
like comeback because she kind
Yeah,
of hasn't.
and
been in anything in a while.
another movie that at the moment
I-
we'll talk a little bit about Oscar
I
buzz
am
later, but another movie
super
where
excited for
Oscar
May
buzz
December.
is,
Yeah.
Do we know when that
involved.
comes out?
Like
I believe
December, I think.
December, yeah, I'm pretty sure December, yeah.
Either May or December.
I think
yeah.
it's a Netflix
Oh.
thing though, so
No, I think it's
So-
coming to theaters. I'm
is
Well,
it?
I think it's
I'm
a
like-
Netflix thing.
almost positive it's going to be in theater. Maybe not, but I
Hopefully.
thought it was coming out in theater. Anyway, I don't know.
think it
That's another
Ev-
movie that is getting Oscar buzz. for a
Anyway, I'll
number
be
of
there
actors,
day
including her.
one, watching it,
Yeah, same. May December. looks
logging
really
it,
good.
reviewing it.
Reviewing it.
Okay, Doug, you're number 4.
Fucking Ryan Gosling. I hate
Come
you.
on, man. That's my. You hate him. That's my number 2, dude.
No, I hate
No,
Owen for fucking calling it.
I didn't
Yeah,
mean
I
to
know.
say. I didn't. I meant Ryan Reynolds, but I said Ryan Gosling. Oh yeah,
That's
he's on
even
my list.
more.
He's
That's
on my
crazy.
list too.
Oh, we all
Oh,
have Ryan
wait,
Gosling.
okay, so Ryan Gosling's number 4 for me. It's number 2 for Kevin. Where is he on your list, Owen?
Well, I didn't really rank.
Yeah,
my
Owen
thing,
didn't rank. Owen didn't prepare properly.
but I probably put him next. I guess
Okay,
Third.
yeah, so
Okay.
yeah, but that's yeah,
RG.
yeah, so let's all have an open conversation about Ryan Gosling because he's all on our lists.
yeah. I adore Ryan Gosling. He is he's maybe the person I get the most excited to see on screen.
But what?
Out of
the
any
heck?
actor.
I'm joking. I'm joking.
Yeah, what the
Not
fuck?
again.
Can we never
Not
talk
again.
about the nice guys again?
Dude, I saw you tweet that today, and I was like, why does this movie annoy you so much?
Well,
like,
I think-
I honestly
I
think
get no. Okay,
conversation
people talk
around
about it too much. People talk
It's-
about it too
yeah.
much.
I
I'll
think
give
Talk
you
about
that.
the
it's-
nice guys, like it's the fucking like the biggest movie
Like-
ever that didn't get a sequel. They're
Yeah,
like
I think
Right.
it's fine. I don't think it's bad. I
I
think he has plenty of better movies, but I feel like every time that movie gets brought up, it's just like, hey guys, why did this movie get a sequel? Where's Nice Guys
yeah,
2?
no, but you know what it is?
It's annoying.
People talk about it so much at this point, it deserves a sequel. It'll make money. It'll make money, right? Because
Holy,
people
okay.
don't shut up about it. It's like
Yeah.
maybe that changes the conversation if they give it a
But
sequel.
it's
like-
and,
that's
and
like- I
I'm
feel
even
like
one of
that's
those
the
people.
only-
I would
It's one of
like
those
a sequel.
things with the Nice Guys where it's and it only ever gets brought up when people say things that are similar to like, oh my gosh, the greatest chemistry in any movie ever. Like this movie needs a sequel. Like,
Okay, here's the thing.
I don't give a shit about the Knife End. Where's the Wolfman movie?
No, I'm sorry. We just interrupted you, Kevin.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
The Wolfman movie. I was looking at this fucking yesterday. The Wolfman movie, bro.
Oh,
Because it's the
give
same
it to me.
writer. No, the same writer.
As Blue
Jason.
Valentine.
No, not as Blue Valentine. As
Same
as
director.
Dumb Money. The writer.
What?
The people.
Oh,
that
you're talking
wrote-
about Derek France?
No, what
he-
the fuck?
For the director, I
Lauren-
mean.
Lauren
No, but- yeah.
Schuker-Blum.
Lauren Schuker Blum, wife of Jason Blum, wrote Dumb Money and is
And
now
Rebecca Angelo.
Yeah,
will
and
do it.
now she's supposedly writing this fucking Wolfman movie. Where is it, bro? Where
Yeah.
the fuck is it? We
And
need
the
an
director fucking
Uh,
rocks. Derek rocks. He made maybe my
All right.
favorite Ryan Gosling movie.
Oh, I
Place
haven't seen
Mind,
that one.
And Blue Valentine. He's good. But anyway, what I was gonna say about Ryan Gosling and the Nice Guys specifically, I don't
Oh,
care
he's
as
in
much about the
they made
chemistry.
a Fall Guys movie with Ryan Gosling. And
What?
It's David Leitch, the guy
Oh,
who made Bullet
no.
Train. It's called Fall Guys. It's like
The Fall Guy. Yeah,
It's
we
like
know
the
about
video
that
game
movie
where
already.
they and
Okay.
they
yeah, we
it's
know
got
what. Okay.
Aaron Taylor Johnson in it. The worst movie ever incoming.
I just think the Nice Guys shows off how good of a comedic actor he is, and he doesn't really do that much anymore. That was what I was gonna say.
Anymore.
That
He
might
just
be
did
the only thing he
Barbie.
does now. That might be the only.
No.
thing he
Okay.
does
Okay.
now.
No. I
He's
just meant
making a
like
David
what I
Leitch
meant
movie.
specifically was what I meant
He's
specifically
Ryan
was
Reynolds 2.0 now.
I meant good comedy. I didn't mean like
Yeah.
being in
You-
fucking dumb movies.
Good comedy, not Barbie.
No, that's not what I said. That's not what I said at all.
I think he's
Um,
really great in a little movie called Song to Song.
Yes.
I think he's really good in Only God Forgives and Drive.
No, that's why isn't he
Um,
working with Refn anymore? Like, what happened between them?
He got married, I think.
Yeah, he got
Hey.
married to Ava Mendes. No, it's like the Ryan Gosling and Refn kind of like breakup. It's like it's equally as sad as the Saoirse
Uh,
Ronan and Greta Gerwig breakup.
Yeah, and now he's
Like-
making The Gray Man. It's like,
Yeah. Oh, the Gray
Yeah.
Man is not very good. Shout out. I still watched it and pretended. To
yo,
like it.
what's Gangster Squad?
Oh,
that
no.
movie I hear is not very good. It's the director of Zombieland.
Have you guys seen First
people-
Man?
Yes, he's good in it.
No,
Surprise,
I need to watch
surprise.
it. I hear that First Man's like kind of sneaky. masterpiece.
Sneakily, yeah,
Like-
that's what people say. I have to rewatch it. It's my least favorite Chazelle, but I have to rewatch it. And on the subject of Chazelle, we never mentioned La La Land once, of course. I think that's the
no.
other thing I want to. The other thing I want to
Oh.
talk about Ryan Gosling, along with like he's a great actor and
Well, I've never
a
seen
lot
that
of
movie.
he's a great actor in a lot of great romances, which I can appreciate about somebody. And
I
I want to
wanna
mention
see
I
Ryan
want to mention
Gosling-
Crazy Stupid Love because that is both his like maybe the peak of his comedic talent and his talent as a romantic lead.
Ryan Gosling, he's the guy that has like chemistry with anybody.
Right.
Like
Yeah, he has good, but specifically, specifically Emma Stone between La La Land and Crazy Stupid Love, they have like quite the pairing.
yeah, they should work
um,
together again.
They should, yeah. He rocks. So that was, so Ryan Gosling was on all of our lists. How do we? I still haven't gone to my number 4 yet, so I guess.
Okay.
How many people have each of us named? I have Ryan.
I
Gosling
got
checked
2
off,
more.
and I checked off Jake Gyllenhaal. Oh, you have 2 more, so I'll go. My number 4 is Michelle Williams, who I like in
Them
a
dubs.
lot of stuff. On the subject of Ryan Gosling, she stars alongside him in Blue Valentine and is fantastic. She is really good in Manchester by the Sea. She is specifically the reason why she's so high on my list is because of her collaborations with one of my favorite directors,
Oh, let me guess.
Kelly Reichardt.
Ruben Flesher.
No,
Venom.
Fleischer.
is she in a
Is he
Ruben
a-
Fleischer movie?
Venom. She's in Venom.
Oh, I've
Venom.
never seen Venom.
Fake.
is-
Ruben's made Gangster Squad.
Yeah.
She is a lead in several Kelly Reichardt movies. They're like my favorite director actor pairing, maybe.
Oh, you love Ruben Fleischer. He made Zombieland.
Zombieland. Yes, I know. We know who Ruben Fleischer
Bro,
is.
we
We've gone
just
over
talked
this.
about that.
Bro.
We literally when you were
You
talking
love
over
this
us, we
guy.
were talking about Ruben Fleischer.
This guy, you love him. You love him so
we
much.
just talked about that.
Yeah.
Uncharted, you love that one too.
No,
She's fantastic. She is so talented.
I really need to see Fosse Verdon, which is a miniseries.
Oh right, I
But
did.
she's
yeah.
I really need to watch that.
I should watch that as well. Yeah, I mean, there's still a number of movies that I really want to see her in, but she amazes me every time she's on screen.
Yeah, she's good. I think that it's hard to talk about her a little bit post The Fablemans because
That movie is
You didn't
so
like her in that
bad.
movie?
no, I liked her in that movie. It was
Miserable.
No, I just think that the conversation around her in that movie was weird.
Yeah, and there's the whole like the
shadow
actor, the
behind
lead
it.
actor
Category fraud.
situation. Yeah, the
Yeah.
category thing.
Uh,
Which yeah,
He's a
whatever.
fraud.
But she's great though.
Yeah,
Um,
I think she's really good. Although like the Fablemans, in terms of like other compared to other stuff I've seen her in, ranks fairly low. But obviously she's not going to get Oscar nominations for Kelly Reichardt movies because nobody watches those
Yeah, 'cause the
movies.
Academy hates good
Oh,
directors.
women.
Yeah, right. No, but she's amazing. That's my number 4. I guess if Owen already named 3, have you named 3 people, Doug?
No, I need to go
Okay,
next.
so you go.
So yeah, number 5, Rebecca Ferguson. Number 4, Ryan Gosling. My number 3. I've been on this island. I have fucking a big property on this island.
Okay.
I'll be the last person here.
Okay.
I swear to God.
I think I
Scarlett
know.
Johansson is my number 3.
That's not even an island, dude. Like, come on.
Yeah,
Scarlett
bro. Everyone
Johansson,
likes
come on.
Ghost in the Shell, bro.
Yeah,
Come
Scarlett
on.
Johansson is Scarlett Johansson's on my honorable mentions.
No, but the
and
difference
fairly
is
high on my
I like
honorable
the Scarlett
mentions as
Johansson
well.
movies that other people hate. You know,
Okay,
like,
sure. That's
Bro
fine,
didn't
that's
even
fine,
like
yeah.
Black Dahlia.
But the
it
way
doesn't
the way
matter.
you set it up made it seem like nobody likes Scarlett Johansson when she's like
That's
the
what I-
single
and
I
like
will
she
say
literally
though,
has
she's like
her
the
own
box
Mar-
office like
She
queen.
literally has her
yeah,
own
she's like the
Marvel
single
movie.
biggest box office draw. Like she's like her movies have made more money
Black
than any other
Widow.
actor
Yeah.
ever.
It's like people definitely like Scarlett Johansson.
I will say
Um,
though, it does feel like nobody else likes her. You know what I mean?
yeah.
No,
I don't
I
know.
love Scarlett Johansson. I will literally watch anything that she's in.
Yeah. Do you want to talk about I'm assuming Under the Skin is your favorite Scarlett Johansson movie?
Yes, yeah, that's
Okay.
my favorite performance from her. Probably no.
Or
Midnight
Marriage
Battle
Story?
Event.
Marriage
It's not
Story.
Marriage Story. Oh,
Marriage
really?
Story is my
Oh,
favorite
not the
performance from
Noah
her.
Baumbach mention.
Interesting.
No,
We
because
gotta kill him.
my favorite movie she's in though is Under the Skin for sure.
Okay. But Marriage Story is your favorite performance.
Oh, now we're getting technical.
Yeah, well, we're getting kind of technical here. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, yeah. Well, because it's like, well, it's like Marriage Story just has some the acting style of Marriage Story is something that I appreciate a lot. There's gonna be another guy, and there's gonna be another actor in Marriage Story I'm gonna bring up here shortly. But
No.
Right, yeah. Well, I figured he would be on that as well. What about I'm assuming she's your second favorite performance in Asteroid City?
she's my.
Or do you like
yeah.
her more than
No, she's my second favorite
Okay.
performance in Asteroid City. She's my second favorite performance in Marriage Story. She's
Okay, damn. So pretty much Scarlett Johansson is just forever going to be a number 2 for you.
And
You
she's
don't-
my
No,
second
no.
favorite performance in Ghost in the Shell.
she's my favorite performance in Ghost in the Shell. She's awesome in Ghost in the Shell.
Have you seen Lucy?
I have seen Lucy. I like
Okay.
her a lot in Lucy. We don't talk about the director of that movie.
We do not talk
Oh,
about
yeah.
Lucy.
I don't know anything about Lucy. I straight up have never like I've always
Wait,
heard
who
that movie
directed
get
it?
brought up.
It's Luc
and-
Besson.
I've always
Oh,
heard that
shit.
movie get brought up. I always see like videos on TikTok of that movie. It's like a recurring
Morgan
thing. I
Freeman.
don't think I'm ever gonna watch it.
Yeah, no, I don't.
Um,
I literally don't recommend it.
Oh, you
Well,
would
maybe
like it.
Owen might like it. I kind of did like a really when I watched Lucy,
What?
I did like I like studied the fucking film. I was like pausing because the move. There's so many close-ups of I kind of just studied the way that it was framing Scarlett Johansson, and I was like, oh, interesting. And I would like kind of like study the way it was shot and stuff. But then it's like the movie Lucy is a dumb movie because the whole thing is like, what if you used 100% of your brain, bro? And it's like she does a drug and she starts using 100% of her
Yeah.
brain, bro. And
And
then
I hear
crazy
people-
shit happens.
I've always heard people talk about it in weird ways too, where they're like, this is like one of like the, I don't know, like smart, like the way people talk about like the mind bending, I guess, of it is like, they're like, oh, this is like one of the smartest movies. I'm like, this just doesn't look.
No, it's a
I'm
dumb
like,
movie. It's like a
okay.
tremendously stupid movie.
Yeah, I'm like, this is not.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. It's very much like internet brain movie, I guess, like the way people talk about certain movies on the internet.
Yeah,
No,
it's a
but she's
movie-
amazing.
It's a movie meant to be watched in parts on TikTok.
Yeah, yeah.
But no, she's spectacular. She's
The
also
best ones are.
I would say that she might be the peak when it comes to like transition, like being a child actor and then becoming an adult actor, and like transforming into like the one of the fucking most successful actors in the world.
Yeah.
She's awesome, bro. She's so good. It's one of those things where it's like I literally like her performance in every single thing I've seen, like
Yeah.
with like zero exception. Like. And she's been in like even like bad movies. Like I don't like the Black Dahlia. I know that Owen does. I'm surprised that Owen didn't bring up Josh Hartnett.
Is she your favorite Avenger?
Shout out
by far,
Josh
by
Hartnett,
far.
man.
Yeah,
Okay.
bro. She's
Yeah.
like on my poster on my letterbox poster for Avengers Endgame is like
Just her
the
poster.
character poster. Yeah,
Oh.
like
Oh, I have that for like the Guardians poster. It's just Mantis.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, she's awesome. It is one of those things where like I understand the criticisms a little bit where it's like she was like the Ghost in the Shell thing I'm not going to talk about, but with because I do like that movie. But because there was that thing where like after Ghost in the Shell she was going to play a trans actress and she came under fire. The movie got scrapped. But she was under fire for like going to play a trans actress.
Oh, was that a Ruben Flesher movie? I think.
Yeah, I think it was. And she responded and she said like I'm an actor, right? It's like I'm supposed to like be able to play other kinds of peoples, that's like my job is. And most people did not like that response. I think
Yeah.
it's one of those things where it's one of those things where I think that it's real. I think what her response is like that's like true and real, and it's something that I think people take for granted a little bit. It's like where it's like you have to let actors act a little bit. It's also one of those things that you can't say.
It's not even just that too. I just think something that is probably particularly troubling about that is that there's not many like famous trans actors because they don't
It's
land
just Hunter
roles.
Schafer, kind of,
Yeah,
right now,
and I think that's the thing where it's like when you speak about diversity, it's like these people, like people should be getting opportunities to play that role
Yeah,
other than
it's
just Scarlett
taking an
Johansson,
opportunity,
and
yeah.
that's why people don't like it. And I think that's why like people, I don't know, because that gets brought up with my favorite actor, Cillian Murphy, because he was in Breakfast on Pluto, and the movie's quite old now, and it's like a 20-year-old movie, but yeah, like Cillian Murphy wouldn't take that role today.
Yeah.
So it's that kind of thing, I think, is just understanding that other people should be getting those roles because they deserve to have voices in Hollywood.
And this
yeah.
is this is only tangentially related because when we talk about like specifically trans people are in such like danger right now in
Right.
society, and
Right.
they are like tremendously underrepresented, and it is like harder for trans people to get work in work as like acting roles than it is for anybody else. But there for Maestro, right, there was the whole kind of like scandal with
Right.
Bradley, not scandal, like internet scandal with Bradley
Yeah.
Cooper's like big nose, right? He wears a big prosthetic nose in the movie. And I read an open piece by a critic who is Jewish, and he wrote like this whole long piece being like this like fake outrage, and he was basically saying how like at the end of the day you got to let an actor act, and it's like if you focus on all the details where it's like you can, it's like he's saying that everybody's approaching it with such bad faith instead of being like, well, maybe Bradley Cooper's just trying to be honest. But I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. But
Yeah. Probably a more nuanced conversation than
our
a podcast
should-
episode on our list of favorite actors.
an hour and a half
But-
in after
yeah,
we said that Army
but-
Hammer is a friend of the pod.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
I hope everybody listening understands that was a joke.
That was a joke.
But anyway,
We do not know Army Hammer.
we each I guess we each have 3 people left, right? So we could go back to Owen.
I have two.
I
Oh,
have 2
never
people
mind.
left.
I have. Oh yeah, I guess I do have 2 because I forgot Ryan Gosling got mentioned already. Yeah. Okay. So back to Owen.
Let's do Adam Driver. Let's do it.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Is that
Okay.
Doug's number 1? I imagine.
That's my number 1.
Yeah, fair
I
enough.
think Adam Driver is the pound for pound best actor in the world today.
Well, he's not
Currently.
short.
Do you know what pound for pound means?
Bro. Come on, man. Peter Dinklage
Was
is
he on
my
your list,
pound for
Kevin?
pound.
Adam Driver is one of my very first honorable mentions.
Okay.
Just off my.
Oh, brother, get this guy out of
Um,
here.
No, but yeah,
We
yeah.
got Steve
I,
McQueen.
I
on
really
there.
like Adam. I really like Adam Driver. My problem was that when I was looking at his filmography, there's I guess I want to say
Gucci
like
gang, Gucci gang, Gucci
three
gang.
performances that I really
three
care
bucks on
about, and then a
Gucci's.
number of movies that I either have not seen or like I don't really like him that much in.
That's fair.
I don't know,
That's
but
not
like
bad.
Marriage Story, I think is obviously a fantastic performance. Black Klansman, I think is a fantastic performance.
No,
and
I don't even think
specifically,
I've seen him in anything good actually.
specifically Patterson. Yeah, Patterson is a really good performance. I want to watch Silence. I think that would definitely put him higher on my list after seeing Silence. But yeah, it's like that where it's like there's just a number of movies I haven't seen him in, and there's a number of movies that I don't really care about. I remember he was in that movie called The Report. I was like, this is a whatever movie.
I haven't seen him in like
Um,
anything good, but I think he's too good to leave out.
The thing
Yeah.
with Adam Driver. I don't think there's a single floor raiser on the level of Adam Driver.
Sure,
Where, you know what I mean?
Oh, Razor.
but
Doug, did you ever see 65?
yeah, I was gonna say, but then you look at a movie like 65, the floor is below the ground. It's like the floor is in hell.
Oh man.
No, I didn't see 65. But it's like I think
It's good that you didn't.
You want to talk about like bad movies Adam Driver's in? Let's talk about the Star Wars movies, bro.
Talking about white
Sure.
noise.
But do we have to talk about the Star Wars movies when we
I'm
can talk
sorry,
about
I
good
just had
Adam
psychic
Driver
damage
movies?
from Owen.
Yeah, I know, Doug. It's been happening all episode. It's very,
No, the Star Wars movies.
it's very clear how little Owen cares about actors.
The thing about the Star Wars movies is like the movie, like whether or not you like them or dislike them, I literally think the most undeniable thing about all three of those movies is like, fuck, bro, Adam Driver is a good ass actor. You know,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
him as Kylo Ren is fucking awesome. Even if those movies are, whether or not you like him or dislike him, doesn't matter. But it's like Marriage Story. I think I think Marriage Story, one of the best performances last 100 years. I think it's one of those things where it's like we're gonna look back in history, 15 years from now when Adam Driver still doesn't have an Oscar and
Yeah.
he wins an Oscar for when he's like 70 for some old ass,
And you're gonna be like, damn, they gave that shit to Joaquin Phoenix for his 7th best performance.
yeah, literally, and we're gonna be like, wow, we didn't, and it's like, wait, why didn't, like, we're all gonna be thinking like, what's
Adam
Adam Driver's
Driver
best
for the
performance?
Joker 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we're like, what's Adam Driver's best performance? Oh, it's Marriage Story. It's like, whoa, wait, who won the Oscar over Marriage Story? And we're like, oh, fucking the Joker.
Yeah.
God, Joker.
Which I mean, I don't think we have to make this clear, but it's like we like Joaquin Phoenix. It's just like he's been in better roles, I think. For me
Like,
personally.
Napoleon.
No, we could do this with Joaquin Phoenix. The hypothetical I'm framing with Adam Driver, we could do this with Joaquin Phoenix. We're like, oh, Joaquin Phoenix just won his first lead actor Oscar, right? And it's like, oh, wait, what's his best performance? Oh, The Master. Who won the Oscar over him for The Master? We can do the same
Yeah,
exercise where
sure,
it's like,
yeah.
it's
Ryan
fucking,
Reynolds.
yeah, where it's like ridiculous.
That's definitely not who won.
But it's even in like he's in 2 Ridley Scott movies, House of Gucci and The Last Duel. Neither of them are great movie. I like both of them. I don't
Right.
love either of them. I think
Broad watch.
have you seen House of Gucci, buddy?
No, but The Last Duel is
Whoa,
the best
what,
thing
interesting.
I've seen him in.
Wait, interesting.
I wish I had it.
No, I'm gonna watch that, and it's gonna be better than the 65 and White
I'm such a
Noise.
House of Gucci hater, which is why I didn't bring it up when I was talking about bad Adam Driver movies, because I know you guys like it.
I do like it, but I don't love it. But I think it's interesting, and I think that he gives the best performance.
It's a
in it.
real movie. It's not.
I would be
Star
really,
Wars.
I would, on the subject of Adam Driver, I'd be really interested to see what you think of Patterson if you ever get around to it. I think he has
I'll watch
a very
it.
nice.
Is that the
I'm
Good
gonna
Soup
watch the
Patterson.
Where he goes-
movie.
Yes, that is. No, wait. Good Soup is
Or is that Francis Ha?
I thought Good Soup was what's it called?
Or is
Isn't
it While We're Young?
Yeah, I thought it was While We're Young,
It
isn't
might be
it?
that. I don't know.
I don't know. I'm getting
I
my
haven't seen-
Adam Driver
he's in
movies
too
confused.
many
I wanna
Paul
watch-
Feig movies. Too many
I want to
Paul
watch
Feig
Logan Lucky.
Yeah. Logan Lucky looks good. I actually also
It
wanna
does
watch
look
that
good. I
movie.
haven't seen that.
No, but yeah,
That's
Adam
Golden
Driver,
Bird.
quite awesome.
Also, there's we wouldn't even we
Oh,
filibustering so
shit.
much. There's like real
Oh,
shit we have to
shit.
talk about with Adam Driver. One of those being that Adam Driver is in Ferrari, which is Michael Mann's new movie. Ferrari got made because Adam Driver was like, hey, went to the studio and was like, hey, I'm signing on to be the lead in Michael Mann's new movie. You need to finance this, right?
yeah.
Adam
Yeah.
Driver is going to be the lead in Francis Ford Coppola's new movie, Megalopolis. That movie's getting made partly because Adam Driver signed on to be the lead, but also it's because Francis Ford
Partly
Coppola-
because bitches bought the wine,
yeah, bitches bought the wine. But like I think that is the most admirable thing,
and that's why he's on
that's
the
a
list.
big reason Adam Driver is like number 1 on my list is because it's like, bro is for the fucking he is for
And
the
he
love
turned
of the
down
game.
the Fantastic Four.
Yeah, and he turned down the They were gonna pay him so much money, and he turned down the Fantastic Four. He's for the love of the fucking game, bro. Even if you
Put
don't
him
love
in
all of his
Trap. You know what
movies,
I'm saying? Holy.
Yeah.
put him in Trap.
Sure.
I mean,
put him in anything
What?
that's good.
but that's the thing. It's like I'd watch Adam Driver play a fucking squirrel, bro. I'd watch
But
him
you
doing
didn't
that.
watch 65, so like it's kind of like.
Yeah, because that movie's not good. Come on.
But he literally
But-
plays a squirrel in that movie, so like.
I'll watch 65 one day.
Don't watch it. Don't watch it.
Okay.
Watch. something
Let's move on because we've talked about Adam Driver for a while.
I feel like the last person on all three of our lists is like the same.
I
there's two
still have
people.
my number 3.
Okay. Who
and
do
then
you
we
have?
could do
Wait,
yeah.
isn't
The
it-
last person is probably a unanimous
same.
person. My
Yeah.
number 3 that we can talk about for a little bit because I don't even think
Who
you guys
is it?
thought about this person. Rooney Mara is like one of my
I
favorite, if
considered
not my
Rooney Mara.
favorite actress. I think she is phenomenal. I think even in her like minimal roles, she's a scene stealer. I think she's a great lead in
Oh.
Ghost Story and Carol. She's very good in Women Talking. She is like undeniably my favorite part of Song to Song. I think she is so good in Song to Song.
Shout out.
I like her and literally the girl with the dragon tattoo, of course.
Yeah, she's
Probably
awesome in
like her
her.
career defining performance up to that point.
Yeah.
She's unbelievable. She is like the one of the actresses that I get the most excited to see in something because I just know she's going to be good in it. Like I'm just so confident. I don't think she could give a bad performance from everything that I've seen. And yeah, I don't know. She's so good. She has such a good screen presence. She's fucking awesome. I love Rooney Mara.
No, Rooney Mara is
and I think
excellent.
that's the only like pick on my list that is maybe a little bit more unexpected because I feel like I don't talk about her as much as some of these other actors, but I am a huge Rooney Mara fan. Yeah, she's awesome.
Now let's see the last guy on our list. All
Okay.
three. Okay.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Robert Pattinson.
Oh, okay.
Owen was not right. Was that your last one, Owen?
Yeah, I just wasn't
Okay.
sure that was yours last one.
Yeah, of course.
Obviously.
Yeah, Robert Pattinson is, I guess, all of our number ones, right?
He's my number 2 behind
Okay.
Mr. Driver.
Right. I forgot. Okay. Yeah, let's talk about Robert Pattinson.
Woo!
He's gonna
Let's
be-
talk about Remember
I
Me.
would say Robert
do a whole
Pattinson. The
podcast
way
on
that Doug spoke about Adam Driver, we can
Mhm.
apply to Robert Pattinson as well. I think.
Yeah.
Everything you said about Adam Driver is very true to Robert Pattinson. And he.
The biggest difference is that Robert Pattinson isn't working as much.
Is he not working as much though?
And
Adam Driver's in like
he's
3
gotta-
movies a year.
Yeah, I
Rob
guess,
needs,
yeah.
Rob needs a little more, but I think Rob's in better movies.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
I
what I was
agree.
gonna say.
I
Robert, he
literally-
picks
I
very
agree.
good
I
movies.
agree.
He picks
Yeah.
very good movies. With like very little. I guess like the last time he was in like a questionable one was The Devil,
Devil
All
All
the
the
Time,
Time, yeah.
probably, right? Yeah.
But here's the thing. He
But-
was having so much fun in The Devil all the time.
Yeah, and it's like not even a bad performance. Same
Yeah.
thing with The King. I'm like, he's fun in The King.
That's the thing.
Like,
Another bad movie, The King. He's having so much fun in The King. Like,
yeah, like he's doing, and he is like, I mean, I don't know. Robert Pattinson's been one of my favorite actors for like
I
my
gotta see.
entire life,
I gotta see the
essentially.
Rover.
I
Yeah,
gotta
I
see
have
The
to watch
Rover
that as
too.
well. But
And,
I've just been in love with Robert Pattinson since I was a little boy because he was Cedric Diggory, who is still to this day my favorite Harry Potter character. And
yeah, I mean, he's awesome in
liked him
Twilight,
forever.
obviously.
Mhm.
But
Cosmopolis.
but that's the thing. Cosmopolis.
All timer.
all
Yeah.
fucking time, bro. All time performance in Cosmopolis. All time fucking movie.
man.
And also, we need to he's gonna be in the new fucking Bong Joon-ho film. He's gonna be
right,
the
which is
lead.
gonna be that is like
That is
one
gonna
of-
fucking
that's-
shatter the world. When
Yeah,
that movie
I
comes
was
out,
gonna
it's gonna
say.
literally like break the fucking space-time continuum. That's how
on the
big
list
of an event that's
on the
gonna be.
list of possible possible director actor pairings to be put out into the universe. This is about as good as it gets for me.
That
Robert
one
Pattinson and
like
Bong
little
Joon-ho
image,
together.
like little like teaser thing that we have when he's in that little
Of just like him
machine,
laying
right?
down on the thing.
Yeah.
No,
it's like
he's awesome.
I think that Mickey 17 is on pair for Megalopolis with me. But like it's for different things where it's like
Yeah,
Bong
of course.
Joon-ho is like in his prime and this is like and Francis Ford Coppola is like it's like his last movie.
Yeah. You could argue Bong Joon-ho's prime has been for the past 20 years, but yeah.
Yeah. But bro, Mickey, it's a
Tenet,
sci-fi movie. It's a bunch
Lighthouse.
Right, Tenet. We didn't talk about the Lighthouse as well. I mean, I
He's
like
Batman.
as far as superhero stuff goes, you're not getting a better superhero performance than him in Batman.
No, yeah, it's like
Um,
everything he's done
High Life is
since
really good.
since Cosmopolis almost.
Did we
everything
mention
he's
Good
done.
Time? I don't think we said Good Time.
Oh yeah, he's
either.
great in Good
I
Time.
think he's really good in Good
He's really
Time.
good in Good Time. I don't love Good Time.
Yeah,
That's
sure,
fair.
but he's like,
He's
he's undeniably great in that movie.
It's what like everything. all these
Remember
good-
Me?
Yes.
It's like all these
Yo.
movies, like the Batman, the Lighthouse, even Tenet. He's like not the main character in Tenet, but he kind of steals the show.
Oh,
he's the
he's
best.
fantastic.
Although I do think
John David Washington.
I was gonna say I do think John
thought
David
about-
Washington deserves some credit because
I
I don't think we
didn't
were gonna
mention him, but
anywhere
I
else.
thought about him, and I was.
Yeah, I also thought about him. I think he's quite good in a lot
He's
of
just
stuff.
not in enough stuff.
Yeah, but I mean, John David Washington will be a star for years to come for sure.
Yeah, I like that he's
Um,
picking cool movies. Like the creator's a cool movie to be.
Yeah,
in.
that's what I'm
Like,
saying. And then the thing is, like, I don't know, he's just, I knew John David Washington was so good as soon as I watched that fucking HBO show, dude. I saw Ballers and I saw him playing a football player. I was like,
Ballers.
dude,
No way
I
you
loved
watched
Ballers when it came out. I loved Ballers when it came out. I stopped watching during like the third season, but I watched that show, and that was before John David Washington was like in anything major. That was before Black Klansman that he did Ballers, I think at least. And I saw him in
Adam
Ballers, and I
Driver
was like,
movie.
yeah, I was
Actually,
like, this dude.
we're having this
fucking
conversation. I think
rocks.
for me, honestly, I think it's like it might be tied for first place right now is Adam Driver and Robert Pattinson.
Okay, I thought you were gonna say John David Washington. I was like, that came out of nowhere.
No. Sorry.
John David Washington.
No, I'm just thinking about Robert Pattinson more, and I'm like, I think it is like literally
Yeah.
number one tied.
I
is
just
Adam
think
Driver.
They are
Rob
both.
has-
Yeah, they are both.
I
great.
haven't seen some of the Adam Driver stuff, but I just think Rob's films are just better.
Well, the thing
Yeah.
is like because
Just
Adam
end
Driver
better.
is like working more in the mainstream more often than
Yeah.
Robert Pattinson is. Whereas Robert Pattinson, he's just trying to like. I think with Robert Pattinson, it literally is just like most of the time is either a script comes on his desk and he's like, oh, this could be interesting, and then he'll just do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like he just like he's literally only doing it for the love of the game, and that love of the game is acting. Like
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I am gonna rattle off a nice long list of honorable mentions for the final time,
Oh,
and then
God,
we
it's
will
gonna
do
go
a little
forever.
recap. And Owen's gonna disappear in the middle of it. Anyway, honorable mentions. I had Adam Driver, which we mentioned. I had Natalie Portman, which we mentioned. Michael B. Jordan is somebody who I've liked for a very long time.
yeah.
Lupita Nyong'o, I think, is really talented, but is not in
I
enough
thought
movies.
about her.
Channing Tatum, one of my favorite people to see on screen. I adore Channing Tatum. Jesse Eisenberg is in two of my favorite movies ever, so I have
Yep.
to mention him.
The
That's
eyes.
fair.
Yeah, Scarlett Johansson we talked
Mhm.
about. Miles Teller, who I really like, but has kind of like not been around much up until Top Gun Maverick now.
Spider.
So hopefully he is
Spiderhead.
in more good
What's it
movies.
called?
I don't know. We'll see.
Spiderhead's not good.
Rachel McAdams, who I really like. Anne Hathaway, I
I was
thought Doug might
I was about
mention.
to say you haven't brought up any of my honorable mentions. Anne Hathaway
Yeah,
is
I
my
thought-
first honorable mention.
Hey.
It was between Rebecca Ferguson and Anne Hathaway for me. Anne Hathaway might take over that spot because she's in a couple of movies that look really good that haven't
Yeah,
come out
when
yet.
she was in Batman No Way Home.
Right. Riz Ahmed, who I think is super talented, but again,
Riz.
kind of that thing of like has not been in enough movies yet, but he's so good. A TV actor who I have to mention, maybe my favorite TV performance in years, if not ever, Bill Hader.
Right.
So good. Lily Gladstone, who hopefully wins an Oscar this year, would be very cool.
Yeah.
Andrew Garfield, I don't think any of us mentioned.
Why did we mention him?
I don't know. I
I
like Andrew
thought
Garfield.
of him because I think he's really good in Under the Silver Lake. But he's just
Yeah, I like Andrew Garfield. Another, while we're on the subject of Barry, I want to mention Anthony Carrigan because probably my favorite comedic performance ever.
Guys gonna
um,
love the new Superman
he's-
movie. Holy,
Is Anthony Carrigan in that?
is that what I'm thinking about?
I don't think you know who Anthony Carrigan is.
Yeah, he's in the new Superman movie.
Oh, is he? Okay, that's cool. I didn't know he was doing that. I don't know. I just know him from Barry. But anyway, he's
he's
amazing.
playing Metamorpho.
Jason
could get-
Schwartzman was like a runner-up
Right.
for me. Almost made the list it's one of those things where like right before we did this, I had Jason Schwartzman in, and then I took him off and put in Ryan Gosling.
Yeah.
Right.
No, I know who Anthony Carrigan is. I've seen
Yeah,
Gotham.
he's true. He is in Gotham. He's so fucking good, dude. He's
First
so
the
good
most
in Barry.
random TV shows.
He is. Yeah. Okay. I have like 5 more people to just rattle off all TV performances, so that's why they're at the end of the honorable mentions. Sarah Goldberg and Barry, Brett Goldstein and Ted Lasso, and then some Succession, Jeremy Strong, Kieran Culkin, and Phoebe Waller-Bridge in Fleabag. All really, really.
Oh, she's really good in
all-time
Indiana
performances.
Jones 5.
I mean, yeah, she is, but the movie's not very good.
No, she's not.
Put her in a good movie next.
No.
Anyway, those are all of my honorable mentions. Doug, do you have anybody that I missed?
No, my 2 big honorable mentions were Jason Schwartzman and Anne Hathaway.
Okay,
almost made
cool.
the list.
Okay, so let's recap in the order that we started in. Let's talk about recap our favorite actors who are 25 and under. My top 5 is Alex Wolff, Bella Ramsey, Jenna Ortega, Eliza Scanlon, and my number 1 is Daisy Edgar Jones. Doug, your top 5.
My top 5 actors under the age of 26 are Rohan Campbell, Jake Ryan, Bella Ramsey, Gariance Marillier, and Elle Fanning.
Owen, your top
Okay.
5.
Under 25, we have Thomasin McKenzie, Jenna Ortega, Alex Wolff, Elle Fanning, and Cooper Hoffman.
Nice.
Okay.
And our next one, recapping our favorite actors that are under 35 and over 26. My top 5 is Florence Pugh, Timothée Chalamet, Saoirse Ronan, Daniel Kaluuya, and my number 1 is Paul Mescal.
My top 5 are Jesse Plemons, Daniel Kaluuya, Margot Robbie, Anya Taylor-Joy, and Jessie Buckley is my number 1 for that age bracket, that age zone.
Yeah. And Owen?
All right, we're popping in this zone here. 26 to 35, we got Daniel Kaluuya, Taylor Russell, Anya Taylor-Joy, Kristen Stewart, and Timothée Chalamet.
Real.
Nice. Okay, and now recapping our final age group, actors over the age of 36 and below 45. My top 5 is Jake Gyllenhaal, Michelle Williams, Rooney Mara, Ryan Gosling, and my number 1 is Robert Pattinson.
Rebecca Ferguson, Ryan Gosling, Scarlett Johansson, Robert Pattinson, and Adam Driver.
Okay, 36 to 45, we have Lea Seydoux, Ryan Gosling, Natalie Portman, Adam Driver, and then Robert Pattinson.
Real.
Nice. Okay, and those are all of our 15s or our top 5s for all 3 of those age groups. And our regular news for like very slim pickings as far as news headlines go, because we recorded an episode recently, so not a whole lot available. One thing that we mentioned earlier in the episode, there are 4 A24 movies returning to theaters in October: Midsummer, The Witch, X, and Under the Skin. Are you guys going to see any of them in
No, because
theaters?
they're Fathom events, bro. And
I don't
would
think they
rather-
are.
Are they not Fathom? I'm
I
pretty
don't
sure they're
think. I
Fathom
think they're
events.
just being released.
I think it's like an AMC A24
Yeah.
like deal, so I don't think it's
Yeah,
Fathom.
I don't think it's Fathom.
Okay,
But
I'll go see
they're
them.
And
all-
I figured you would go see Under the Skin.
They're
Yeah.
all playing during my class. So I
Oh
can't-
damn! I think I
Like
might
that,
try to
yeah.
go see Midsummer because I've been meaning to rewatch it for a while.
But
And
if
I'll go
some
see all three
reason,
of them if they're
if
not
some
Fathom
reason
events.
I get out really early, I'll go see whatever's playing.
I like how you said all 3 of them. I'm assuming you're just not seeing X, the 4th one.
Oh yeah, no.
I'd see them all, but I don't think I will be able to.
I'll see the
Yeah.
3 of the good ones out of those 4.
Okay. Okay. Next headline. And now we're getting into the real stupid stuff. Olivia Rodrigo reveals she has a secret Letterboxd account. How do we feel?
Yeah,
I
she
follow her.
She follows
you?
me.
Oh, you
No, we're mutuals. Me and Olivia Rodrigo are
Oh,
mutuals.
okay.
on Letterboxd.
do you think you could think of a
Yeah,
movie that would be
Captain,
on Olivia
when are you gonna
Rodrigo's
get the
top
mutual?
4?
Person
yeah,
being a wallflower.
Perks of being a wallflower. Probably.
Super bad.
Her top 4 would probably look pretty similar to my favorite movie.
It looked like my top 4.
I don't know about that.
No.
It had night music in
It
it,
would not look like that.
and Maya.
I think it's a safe bet to say that between the 3 of us, I'm the one with the closest taste to Olivia.
Yeah, you're-
Rodrigo.
Yeah. Well, because she's just a teenage girl, and you
Yeah,
have the
and that's what I
you
am,
really like
essentially.
teenage girls, yeah.
Okay, come on, man. How do I even? We're moving on.
Holy shit.
Okay. I'm gonna leave it in the podcast, but I also fucking hate you, and I'm gonna leave that in the podcast too. Next up, we have
Shout out Rod.
we have 2 bits of Killers of the Flower Moon news. One is that the final runtime is 3 hours and 26 minutes. The other is that, similar to what we touched on before, Lily Gladstone is campaigning for Best Lead Actress. A lot of people thought it might be supporting. There's other Oscar race news, but I guess that was the most intriguing headline because that's the one that people were talking about the most, is that they think that maybe Lily Gladstone now does not have a chance to win since she's in lead alongside Emma Stone. I think it'll be quite an interesting race. But do you guys have any thoughts about the 3.5 hour runtime? I mean, we expected it to be that
Should
long.
be longer. to be
Right.
honest.
Would be cool if it was
It'd be cool if
longer.
it was
But
longer.
I think it'll be cool regardless.
But the thing about
Um,
runtimes with these late Marty movies is that we're talking about like the greatest. I forgot her name. Should have looked it up before I started. But it's like we're talking about like the greatest editor in the history of editing.
Oh,
movies.
right.
This would be perfect.
I know who you're talking about.
It
I
depends
can't
on
think
like,
of names
are
right
we
now.
adding more Bob or less Bob? I need to know how much Bob is in the movie.
Thelma Shoemaker.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, like literally the greatest editor in
Joel
cinema history.
Schumacher.
Okay, not the same person.
But yeah,
Yeah, I'm excited. 3.5 hours is fine for me. I think it'll be a nice 3.5 hour movie. I think it'll be lots of fun.
Yeah,
I don't know
I
if fun's the
love-
right word. I think it'll be great.
I was thinking about De Niro recently.
Where are
What
you?
about-
Just thinking about him.
Yeah.
what do you think about
Okay.
Bobby?
Oh, because he's doing that taxi driver ad.
Oh, right, I saw
No,
that.
he's broke. He's broke from his divorce.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you guys have any? Yeah, we have two more things, really tiny. One, you don't even have to fucking talk about. I know you guys don't give a fuck about this. HBO has canceled Winning Time after 2 seasons.
Oh, I was gonna bring this up.
Let's go.
Not. I mean, listen, I've only seen 2 episodes. Not a very good show, in my opinion.
Well, so I heard that the show was. I listened to a whole pod about this.
Right.
And I heard that it was interesting. It was one of those things where it was like one of those like, oh, the show's like not very good, but you can't look away things is how people described it.
Right.
And
right.
the show was also incredibly ambitious. Like what the showrunners were trying to accomplish was very difficult. But I also know that it ending
on a
where it ended
Celtics win.
is very
On a
unfortunate.
Celtics
It's-
championship win at the end
Yeah,
of Winning
because
Time.
the showrunners apparently they wanted to go for like 8 seasons and they wanted it to go all the way through the Lakers history, all the way through like the Shaq and Kobe era.
Right.
Is what they wanted
Can
to
you
do.
imagine 8 seasons of Winning Time on television?
Listen, it would have been interesting. I mean,
There's probably worse television shows.
there's
that
I mean
go
there's
on.
way worse
sure,
TV shows.
Sure, but there's, I mean, you're talking about primetime HBO television. It doesn't get much worse than Winning Time. I
Well,
don't
but here's
think.
the thing. What's replacing its slot? What's
I don't know.
they
Who
don't
cares?
fucking
But-
have anything else. They don't have anything else.
Yeah. But there's better HBO shows to come, I'm sure, than Winning Time.
Yeah, maybe.
Anyway,
Maybe
last.
if Bo Burnham play Larry Bird, you know.
Okay. I would be cool with that. Actually, that would be fun.
No, wait, we
that would
replaced-
make me watch
No,
the show.
was
Probably.
that was supposed to happen. and then,
Yeah, I
you
know. I
Yeah.
know. That would make me watch the show, I think. Okay. Last piece of news. Wes Anderson said that before the strike began, he had just finished working on a script with Roman Coppola, and the 2 leads are going to be Michael Cera and Benicio del Toro. Michael Cera leading a Wes Anderson.
Yeah, it's gonna be a
It's
spy
about
movie.
damn
It's a
time.
spy.
It's
Yeah,
about
kind
damn
of-
time.
Kind of one of, as I mentioned before when we were talking about actors, like exciting actor-director pairings.
Yeah.
Kind of an awesome actor-director pairing to look forward to.
And it's gonna be a fucking spy
Um,
movie, bro.
Yeah, Michael
Like-
Cera and
Yeah,
Wes Anderson
spy
movie is gonna be
Wes
so
Anderson
cool.
movie sounds fun.
With
Yeah.
Michael Cera and Benicio del Toro, it's like I mean this
Yeah.
is like one of it's up there in
It's-
anticipation.
Wes
It's great.
Anderson
yeah.
should have directed Rush Hour 4.
So the last bit of news I want to touch on is our fantasy fantasy
Okay.
teams.
We want to do fantasy football updates.
Yeah, how do you guys feel about your matchups this week? And who are you playing?
Okay. I am.
I got Cam
I have to
Walsh.
check. I think.
Easy victory.
Oh, I'm playing Tyler Whitmore. I'm kind of nervous. Tyler Whitmore has quite a nice fantasy team.
Mhm.
And specifically, Not sure how I'm gonna beat the three-headed dragon of his running backs that are Tony Pollard, Aaron Jones, and James Conner. I'm
Bro,
hoping Aaron
he's
Jones sits
greedy.
out another
He
week.
is greedy with those running backs.
Yeah.
Bro, the running
Um,
back's like the most shallow position, and he has all the good
He's
ones.
projected to beat me right now by 5 points. I have confidence that some of my guys are going to boom. I think I'm going to have another good week. I had I think the most points last week, or the second most points last week behind Owen. I'm confident my guys get me another good week, and we move up to 2-1.
What about you, Owen? Are you playing
Um,
Cam Walsh?
Yeah, Anthony Richardson. If he doesn't finish this game, I think Cam will not win against me.
All right,
Yeah,
Doug.
'cause
What about
it's
you?
I'm playing Sophie Hollinger.
Okay.
I'm gonna be honest. It has us dead even. It has me winning by 0.4 points right now in projections, but I
Okay.
feel very confident because my starting fucking wide receivers this game are Amon St. Brown, Puka Nakua, and Calvin Ridley.
They say Ahmad St. Brown's not playing this week.
No, he
He's
missed one
questionable, but
practice.
I think
He's gonna be back. But here's the
he'll
thing:
be
even
fine.
if he doesn't play, I can play fucking like Nico Collins or Terry McLaurin.
right. And also, by the time
Sure.
this podcast comes out, we will have results of this fantasy matchup. And shout out to Sophie, because Sophie listens to the podcast and will hear
Oh, yeah.
this. So
Yeah, Sophie, I'm
so-
gonna kick your ass because I also have Bijan Robinson on my team. And the
Yeah,
49ers
did you guys see?
defense.
I saw I saw on TikTok yesterday of someone reacting to Bijan Robinson just juking out like 4 guys in one play.
He's a
just
monster, bro.
embarrassing them. And the guy was like, "How do you miss?" He's like, the guy was like, "I hope this defender's parents were not in the stands because how do you miss this tackle?"
Bro,
Like,
I'm so
Bijan is just
happy.
making everybody miss.
So happy Bijan fell to me, bro. I'm so happy I
Um,
got him.
Yeah, there's your weekly fantasy update. If you guys want more fantasy updates, leave a comment. Anyway, hope everybody liked that episode. That's going to be a wrap. Be sure once again to follow us on Twitter, rate us on Spotify, join our Discord, hang out, talk movies, tell us about your favorite actors, and join us next week for episode 34. And we'll see you next week.